Yes. Rocking and rolling. We're on air. Man, that's my boy Tattoo Man Pages on the show.
What's going on, man?
How you doing today,
Good,
bro?
good. I'm fine. Is that a
Yes.
That's a picture of Cash,
yes,
dog?
man, yes. And, I would hang it up here, but last time it interfered with the sound wave, so I'm not going to hang it up.
Bro, you got a picture of Cash.
Yes.
You done turned this to a real living room.
You don't find her attractive, bro?
Yes, hell yeah. Yes, she's very attractive.
Anybody else is more attractive?
She's taken, though.
Yeah, but the thing about being taken is things can be taken, but that doesn't mean that they're owned and they can't be taken by something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can take something that's taken.
Plenty of my girls been taken.
Exactly.
You're right,
bro.
Damn, you're right. I never thought about it like that.
Bro, I was just talking to my friend about this. I hook up with more married and girls that are in relationships than single women.
Oh, that's
I do.
That used to be. I used to be like that in my 20s.
Okay.
I'm 50 now. So.
Well, so those times, like, what, you know what I'm saying? What stopped you? Is it just, do you find it like immoral or something?
What stopped? Immoral. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
And look. I'm gonna tell you some real shit.
Okay.
I caused that in my 20s and shit. I messed with so many fiancés and so many women in relationship and married women. It fucked with my security level. When I actually got in a relationship, it made me insecure.
Facts. For
all the bullshit that I was doing out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because if you're doing it.
Yes. So that changes the dynamics in your mind, and it changes your moral on certain shit. It'll make you look at them like damn. Like back in the day, you were looking like, ooh, she on my dick, and she got a man. Hell yeah. You like, yeah, I'm the man. But now you looking at that shit like, bitch, you ain't shit.
That's true.
Like you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Once it start happening to you, or once you start seeing it like it being a part of your life, you'll start looking at them different.
I've been through it. I've been through the person who's been cheated on, and it's terrible. But I'll say this: the girls that hook up with me are miserable. Like their man's cheating on them and all that. So you still feel guilty, even though their man's cheating on them, and they have a terrible marriage, and this is like their moment of peace is with you. Somebody they find exciting and peaceful and relaxing, just to be alone and out of the public's eye, and just.
I look at it for other reasons too. Like if she married, just imagine how much she getting cream pied. You see his face now. Like, just imagine how much she's getting cream pie on a regular. She's married, and you going right behind her, kissing on her navel. Her husband just nutted on that navel last night.
All right.
And now you smooching on it.
Yes, I appreciate you ruining these moments.
No, I'm not ruining it. I'm helping you out, kid. I promise you, I'm helping you out in the long run.
My last thing I'll say about it is this. The only thing that's fucking weird is when they'll post like a story post about their husband and how much they love him, and then I'm smashing them that same night. That's the trippy part, because it's like, why did you even have to do?
What's the point of doing that?
Yeah.
That's psycho.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No,
right?
that's psycho shit.
Yeah.
No, real shit. Like if a female do that, like she's like borderline, like a little
that's
crazy.
That's how I like him. Goddamn, I like him
a little crazy.
Listen, man, what's been up with you, bro? What's been up since the last time you've been here, which was like fucking over a year ago? It's been a minute. Damn. What's been new, bro? What's been going on?
Shit, working on movies, man.
For real, yeah.
Since Strange Fruit, the movie we was in, I've been getting numerous movie offers now, you know. And I just finished wrapping up a movie called Ultimate Betrayal. That's me in rare form. Like, y'all go see me like that ain't no comedian. That's a comedian. Like, y'all go look at this movie and be like, that ain't no fucking comedian. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a different dynamic.
It's like a different intensity.
Yes. And I just been working, like, right now I'm playing my manager. I'm my manager right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm making sure I lay down the footwork and handle the business side, and without letting nobody fuck me over. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a big thing in this industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make sure you cover your own back. Nobody go look out for kid like kid look out for kid.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
and that's the thing I always thought about too, especially with the film industry. You don't know what deal really makes sense. Even in the music industry also, but the film industry, it's like, what makes sense? Do I get a percentage of this? How do I have to promote it? Like, how much are you paying me? Like, what's the date? Like, there's so much going on with it.
Yeah.
And then you don't know on their end, like, what their real intentions for you to be in the film are. But when we were in Strange Fruit, you were pretty much that was a dramatic role for you for the most part, I thought. Like, I thought that was pretty, it wasn't really the comedic side. It wasn't what you seen on Instagram from you.
Yeah, it was more structure, more of a nerd, laid back, kind of a pushover. Still street, but kind of a push, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And so with this new film, can you talk about the role a little bit?
The role, let's say he in the streets a little bit. He get involved with some drama at home and in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And things get kind of out of hand. Like, things get kind of out of hand with him, his lady, and that blah 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 blah. You'll see. I can't tell too much without it being a spoiler, but it's gonna be good.
Now, with social media wise on the Instagram, like, literally dominating. Like, everything you post is fucking hysterical. First of all,
I appreciate that.
But like the reciprocation you get, like your page is
bro.
banging, bro.
I appreciate it.
Top level comedian shit. Have you had like a whole new kind of revelation with the comedy? Because I noticed you're stepping outside the box, you're doing different things, and what got you to that point where you're trying new things out now?
Exactly what you said. And honestly, like, I just TikTok been out for a little minute, but last year I just started getting on TikTok. And me getting on TikTok, it allowed me to see the different dynamics of people, cultures, and everything. You know what I'm saying? And that made me think, like, damn, I can't just have tunnel vision with this comedic shit. I can't make everything about the city. I can't make everything about black people doing this or black people doing that, or white people doing this, white people doing that. You know what I'm saying? I got to make that shit worldwide. You know what I'm saying? So me stepping out the box is just connecting more so with cultures.
Right.
Plural. You know what I'm saying? Cultures.
Yes.
Because everybody watching us.
Yeah.
Everybody watching you. Like, it's motherfuckers in different countries watching you right now that you laughing, but I'm serious as a motherfucker. Like, you've been on different platforms. You've been on the Hip Hop Lab. You've been on this. You've been on my page. You've been on motherfuckers seeing you. Motherfuckers knowing who you are. Even if the progression doesn't even seem as maximum to you, it's happening.
Oh, for sure.
Regardless how slow it's happening, the progression is fucking happening.
No, I appreciate that. And when when me and Nick started going to Detroit and kind of vlogging my experiences there, I didn't realize, like, people literally, the second I would get out of my car, like, just coming up to me saying, what up, what up, what up? And like, literally there was a point where, like, when I go to events, I literally can't stop. What was, like, between 10 to 20 feet before somebody stops me. Like,
at Blackson bonfires, we make it like a fucking, literally, like, arm's length before the next person's like, yo,
and that's what I mean. I had no clue. When I was out there, I had no clue. I was like, what? This is not happening, bro.
And a lot of this shit just be entertainment. Like, even when people be on your page talking shit to you, them same people will walk up to you like, hey, man, dog, I know I said that one bullshit, but nigga, yeah, you crazy, man.
Exactly.
Like, you like, hold up.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted to beat my ass.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's just how it is. It's just a culture thing. It's just you have to understand human psychology before you understand anything.
Yeah.
When you indulging into your craft.
For sure.
Like, cause that's all this shit is. That's 85% of the shit. 85% of the shit is psychology. That's why they make you focus on marketing so much.
Yeah.
Because marketing is you know,
they check all the demographics out.
Yes.
Each demographic has its own appeal. And for you, like, I've always sensed that, like, yeah, like, you can dominate any aspect of comedy. Like, it doesn't matter what demographic you're going after. Just because you're naturally funny, you think outside of the box naturally, and you just know the timing and everything. You're a true comedian.
For sure, I appreciate that too.
And now, so you went to TikTok and you started seeing that there's different varieties, different demographics. You knew that you can make everybody laugh. And so, what was the revelation like? What was the moment like, realizing you can spread your comedy to different demographics? Was it a specific moment, or did it kind of gradually happen?
Well, a specific moment was when I told her, it actually had nothing to do with social media. I was doing stand up in LA, and the crowd was just a white crowd. I didn't expect for it to be an all white crowd. I've never did it in front of an all white crowd. I'm like, oh my God, like I'm through. like I'm like, I don't have no fucking white jokes, and so I just brought up a white joke, and I was like I dated a white girl, you know what I'm saying? I was like the only problem was our age difference. I was like, I was 10 years older than her. But she looked 25 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, white people age like bananas. And they laughed. Yeah. They laughed they laughed hysterically. And you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just joking, blah, 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 blah. And then when they laughed at that shit, like, I was just like, okay, like, you can be offensive, but people gonna be receptive of it if they know it's coming from a fucking good place. All of us got our flaws. You can say anything about anything. That's just like we were talking about earlier about black people and moisturizing. Mm-hmm. Black people say black don't crack. That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Black crack like a motherfucker. We just cocoa butter to crack. You know what I'm saying? We oil our motherfucking crack. We crack like a motherfucker. It's some 25-year-olds that look older than me. You know what I'm saying? That look way older than me.
I've met women, African American women that are in their late 30s that I thought were 30, 29, 28. And they're in their late 30s. It's like insane to me. Like
that be life sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that be life.
But like, goddamn, because I haven't met a white girl that I thought was 38. That I thought was 30, but she's 38. I know when the bitch is 38 when she's white. When she's African American, I thought there's different skins, man. I don't know.
It's all about moisturizing, dog. No, at the end of the day, it's all about how you take care of your motherfucking skin.
That's true, yeah.
Like I done seen black women that look young as a motherfucker that's older. I done seen black women that's older and look younger, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And white that look older and younger, and vice versa. Okay. It's really about how you take care of your motherfucking skin.
That's true. Your energy, your skin, everything.
Yeah. Like I was telling my mans. Like, white people get ashy. Y'all get ashy. You just can't see it like you go see it on our hue. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like when your skin cracker or anything, that's ash.
You see it on our chin area and our lips and shit. That's where you see it a lot.
Yep.
You see some ashy ass lips. Bro, I have 4.
I done seen some with some winter blister lips, but that's ash.
I have nothing but Bumblebee in my car, like that lip gloss, that lip stuff, Burt's Bees. Yeah, I have nothing but that everywhere in my car. You'll find like 5 capsules of that bitch in my car just because my lips get so dry. But I want to talk to you about comedy, man, because it's the most interesting field in the world to me, and I feel like it's changing, and you're a part of it now. Where you're doing stand up more or so, or was that just kind of like a one-time thing? Or?
I'm getting into stand up more now.
Okay.
I was going to go crazy with it, but I start tapping more into the movies and shit. I still want to dive into the stand-up shit.
How many sets do you think you've done?
I know about like 23 to 25 in my whole entire career.
Okay, so about 23 to 25.
Some people do that in a month. You know what I'm saying? I done been on stage like 25 times my whole entire career. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I've killed, I say 90% of it.
No way.
I had 2 shows that was kind of shaky. You know what I'm saying?
What was the first show like?
Oh, my first show, I murdered that shit.
No way.
I murdered my first show because it was my first show. You get what I'm saying? So my confidence was here, but my I don't give a fucks was here. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's my first show. If I do terrible, so it's my first fucking show. And with that, it made it be a great show.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. You get the psychology.
I get it.
That shit. Like
it's different.
Yeah.
So did you kind of go into it thinking, all right, I'm probably gonna bomb this shit? It's my first try.
Yes. Okay. I went in there like I'm probably gonna bomb and do fucking terrible.
We might have to do a quick.
So
mic,
I don't give a fuck if they don't laugh. I'm gonna say my shit.
Tattoo man, we gotta do a quick mic fix.
It sounded great actually.
But when he's turning towards me, it looks like he's passing it completely.
Can you kick it just a little this way? There.
Right there, yeah, that should be straight.
Bam, 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 bam.
Right there.
That's it.
Okay, so yeah, I want to jump into that because, so your first show, you weren't in it with the mindset of like, I'm expected to fail, therefore it gives you confidence to just kill it and not give a fuck.
Right.
So like, I'm on that.
That's how it did it.
But like, I'm on that, but I'm like, okay, so I called I was like, I know I got to get on stage. I know I got to do it. That's what I was thinking a couple weeks ago. So I was like, first move, I was like, let me call a comedy club. Because you know who Joey Diaz is? Joey Diaz? Yeah, he's a famous, like, anyways, he was telling people, he was telling people how his first show, he just called a bunch of comedy places and seen where you could get on. So I thought, I was like, let me do that same thing. Bro, I called Mark Ridley's Comedy Club. And I don't know if you know what place that is. But you don't know Mark Ridley's Comedy Club?
Mark Ridley, damn.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you can't, put it this way, you can't just get in that bitch. Okay. So I called them. I was like, yeah, can I get on the show tonight? And they're like, nah.
They're like, no? Who the fuck is this?
Even when I told them, they're like, get out here.
Like, kid L. Yeah, take this L. Bye. Like, shit.
But my whole thing was like, I had so much nerves like going into it because I want to go do it. I want to go do an open mic. I want to do it, but there's so much nerves going into it. Like, But hearing your perspective, like you're gonna fail. Not fail, but most likely you're expected to bomb. Right. So therefore,
it almost goes with the saying, pray for the worst, expect the best. Pray for the best, expect the worst.
Mm-hmm. So that's how you went into it. Okay. Yeah.
Hope for the best, expect the worst.
And you just killed it.
And I just killed this shit. And it was like I said, since this is my first time, I'm like, it's pressure, but it ain't that much pressure. Because if I fuck up, they know it's my first time. You know what I'm saying? That's how I went in with this shit, but I killed this shit.
Did you have prepared sets or anything? Did you rehearse?
I had a couple jokes prepared.
Okay.
I was relying on my impersonations. And they brought it up. Cause that's the easy thing. I can make up some bullshit. It could be a motherfucker that looked like Fat Albert, and I would just be like, look at this Katt Williams looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He don't look shit like Katt Williams. The artists don't know who the fuck I'm talking about. I just point anywhere. This Katt Williams looking motherfucker. Hold on, I done get up in a motherfucking comedy club. Drinks, I'm at a motherfucking table. These tables small as hell. Y'all arm wrestle on these tables. You know, little shit like that simple. If I forget a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I hit that show. I had jokes prepared just in case I, forgot the shit.
Like a fallback the whole time. You know, anytime something's going wrong.
I'm gonna do an impersonation. Before I even get on stage, this is how my mind worked though. Before I even get on stage, I survey the room. I look at the room like I got like 10 jokes already lined up. Like seriously. On the venue, the people, this dude's hat. I got shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think Instagram has trained my mind subconsciously how to work like that. You know what I'm saying? From me trying to come up with skits on a daily, you know what I'm saying? Think of all these fucking ideas for the last 8 years, trying to think like, now my mind is in autopilot sometimes. I could be dreaming and wake up with a skit. That's no bullshit. A rapper will tell you that. An artist will tell you that. They think songs come in their mind and they sleep.
Yeah. That was the funniest fucking face ever. That was the funniest confused face I've ever seen in my life.
Oh shit, that's my ADHD kicking in.
Social media. I mean, you can prepare a little bit by understanding skits, and I guess you can translate into stand up a little bit of that. Just a little bit of that. Maybe timing or just knowing what's funny and what works and what doesn't.
Skits helps you learn dynamics. Like when I say dynamics, I mean this dynamic of people might like this shit. This group of people might like this shit. This type of people might get offended by this shit. This, you know what I'm saying? It's really almost comedy college.
Yeah.
If you really look at it, social media is comedy college.
Yeah.
You learn what type of people get offended by what type of people find this funny, what type of people don't find this funny, what type of people find this corny, what type of people find this, you know what I'm saying? And do you have to put all of that shit in a ball and make it make sense in your mind and then move from that point on.
Yeah, man.
And that's how I operate.
Do you think that people on Instagram and TikTok that want to be comedians should only focus on social media? Do you think everybody should hop on stage eventually?
Depending on what direction you're really trying to go in. Because there's some social media comedians that never want to go on stage. They like, I'd rather just make my money on YouTube in these videos. I ain't never got to get on that stage. I made $1 million in the last two years off of fucking YouTube. Fuck y'all stage. But you know what I'm saying? Because it's really kids out here testing cereal and eating cereal and different type of shit that's making millions off of fucking YouTube. Like, the game done changed. Like, they paying us off our reels now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You getting paid off your reels right now?
Yeah, I got monetization.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a monopoly game. You know why they can pay us, right? Because the more clicks they get, the more money their app gets. The more videos we make, the more money they make off of advertising.
Yeah.
So they're basically giving you an incentive to put out content.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you put out a video, you might get $25, $30 a day.
Yeah.
if it get 20,000 views, you like, all right.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's an incentive now.
And you might put out 20 trash videos trying to get that motherfucking money, but they don't give a fuck. They like shit. 20 videos. You know how much click.
Exactly.
You know how much clicking and that is. Hell yeah, money for us, advertisement for us. That's why they ain't shit to get them. It ain't shit to give us little money.
Yeah.
If I get 350 million views in 2 months, that's $35,000 in my pocket.
Yes.
35,000. You got to ask yourself, how the fuck can they afford to give me $35,000 just for posting some shit? Imagine how much they making off that shit.
Man.
If they can give me 35,000,
I mean, shit, they just broke a little off your ego, cuz.
Yeah.
that ain't shit to them. It's some shit to me.
Yeah, no, shit, Instagram gave creators like an incentive to want to keep creating high quality content that can go viral.
Yes.
That was the whole point behind it. Because even I was getting like, come on, bro. There was a point where I was like, man, what are we really doing here? Like, I was like, this is promoting ourselves. But like, does Instagram give a fuck? Like, do they give a fuck what's going on? But then paying made us like, all right, we know you guys need paper too, and like, they set you for a goal. If you get 80 million views, we'll get you $10,000, $20,000. Like, all right, fuck it, let's shoot for it.
Exactly. So you pushing out content every day or every other day, trying to get to them views and try to get to them numbers.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's like,
but even you though, like before there was money, before anything like that, obviously you were just dominating on social media, and you were on TV before and everything like that. We didn't even get to touch on the fact really. The Wild and Out stuff, like we didn't really get, because I was kind of ignorant, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But let's expand on that a little bit, man. Kind of give like a refresher for some people who didn't even get to really hear about that too much. So talk about that experience, man. Television is obviously a completely different realm than social media.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Like Wild and Out was a dope ass experience, man. Like just being around all those comedians and shit, and meeting new people and being able to be on that motherfucking stage. And like right now, like I told you last time, like right now in life, like I kind of know that I wasn't ready. Like I wasn't ready. Like I was on TV, but I wasn't ready for that stage. I wasn't ready for that fame. I wasn't ready for nothing that came with it. I wasn't disciplined spiritually enough or mentally enough. I'll probably be out here a cokehead. Fucking 100 bitches a week. Like, no, but for real, like real shit. My mentality when I first got in this shit, like I didn't know how to handle this shit. Like, oh shit, I'm a little popular now. Like I already had a little women here and there, but now they throwing themselves at me. I wouldn't have been ready for that shit.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But the overall experience is wonderful though. Like I never forget it.
What could prepare you for something like that though?
Prepare you for what?
To be on that show. If you didn't feel mentally, spiritually, your energy
everything that I went through. Everything I went through after the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like grinding to get back on a show or working so hard that it's like, damn, that shit was given to me. I didn't take advantage like it was. So it made me appreciate the grind more. Cause I got on Wild and Out without even knowing. I didn't know about no auditions or none of that shit. They reached out to me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know about auditions, none of that shit. They reached out to me like, hey, come audition for the show. We want you on here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Let me go do this shit.
How'd they find you?
Instagram. Instagram, just people resharing my videos. And they're like, who the fuck is this silly ass dude doing all these fucking voices and shit? We need him on the fucking show. And that's how it fucking happened.
Right.
But I wasn't ready for that shit. And like, to answer your question, you said what can prepare you for that shit? Like I said, going through what I'm going through, learning to appreciate those type of moments and opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So when you have them, you can cater to them more.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like if I walk in here and give you a gallon of water, I'm like, all right, here, kid. You might sit up here and take a little sip of the water. Might clean your shoes with the water. You might do all type of shit because it's a gallon. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking gallon of water. You know, nigga, I got plenty of water. But if I come in this bitch, it's hot than a motherfucker. You sweating. I come in this bitch with a cup of water. What you gonna show more appreciation to? That little ass cup of water, that gallon. You gonna show more appreciation to that little ass cup because of the circumstances.
Right.
The circumstances just made you appreciate that little cup.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's that there wasn't anything that could have prepared you for it because that was your preparation, kind of like that whole sequence of events was
everything. That was my preparation.
Yeah. Do you feel like that closes doors? Like if it doesn't go well, do you feel like they communicate on that network to other networks or to other place that
maybe so?
You think
probably so. But I don't think that stops any opportunities because any opportunities that stopped weren't meant.
Yeah.
In the first place. I don't care how you flip it or look at it. Like anything that didn't happen, it wasn't meant to fucking happen.
What was like the conclusion for it though? Like was it like did they say, hey, we don't want you on the show anymore? Or like
no, it wasn't that. It was they just didn't feel that I was prepared for TV.
So they said that to you directly?
In so many words.
Oh, okay.
In so many words. You know, like the nervousness, the lack of stage presence, probably all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when they look at you so what happened was this: they saw you on social media. They said this guy is hilarious, is entertaining.
Yes.
He's got the charm. He's got everything going on for him. Let's get him on the show. When you get on the show, everything kind of shuts down a little bit. Like you're more timid and you're kind of like not that guy.
Right. I'm in front of the world. I'm not this confident, funny motherfucker who just like, hey, this is me.
Yeah.
Tattoo. I'm that now. I can get on any stage now and do that now.
Yeah.
But back then, hell no, I ain't had the confidence. Yeah. I know millions and millions and millions and millions of people was watching me.
Yeah.
We got all this camera lights in action. We got these that camera is bigger than my fucking suitcase. Yeah. Why is that camera so big?
Exactly.
You know, all of that shit, like it played it played a part on that. It played a heavy part on that.
And so on the closing of it, that's when they kind of had a discussion with you, like, we're not sure about having you continue with the show.
Yeah. Probably like weeks later. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take it well. You know, I took it well right then, but I didn't take it well like mentally. Like probably about like a year.
Damn.
For like a year, it was just like damn, it was just like kind of went into a mode, like kind of depression mode, like shit. What the fuck is my worth? Like shit, this was the fuck I thought was gonna get me on. You know, this was I thought was gonna, catapult me to the next level in life. But that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But as time progressed, I found out that was a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Nick still comment on my shit from time to time. I got a good ass relationship with DC Young Fly and them. You know what I'm saying? All of them conceded. You know what I'm saying? All of them still fuck with me. I can go down there and fuck with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it ain't all about opportunities. It's about building relationships and rapports.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like genuine relationships. Not on no, hey man, hey, do this for me, or I need you for this, and like just genuine ass fucking relationships.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and that's gonna get you further than money and popularity will ever get you. You know what I'm saying? Just like you, like as much shit as you talk, no, like but bro, as much shit as you talk, but you doing your shit. You get respected. they still, like I was telling you earlier, they're like, I'm just talking shit on your boss, man. You man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's about that's because of your energy and how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your true, genuine you. And regardless of how motherfuckers want to feel about you, once they get around you, they like, damn. I want to hate this nigga, but like you know what I'm saying? Like, he cool, man. Like, hey, but for real, like that's real shit.
I literally had somebody come up to me and say that to me. They were like, I think you're a ham, but I fuck with you. I'm like, damn, all right.
It's real shit. Like, I'm not just talking to be. It's real shit.
Yeah,
the human psychology is a mother. The human psychology is a motherfucker, dog.
With social media before, during, and after you being on air on the TV show and stuff like that, obviously, do you feel like it was a major increase, or do you feel like you were just already doing well social media wise, regardless of that?
It didn't. The wilding out. I would say the wilding out opportunity. It boosted my morale in the city. You know what I'm saying? I say it boosts my morale in the city because, you know, Detroit is that type of city. Detroit is like big brother, little brother relationship. Detroit will bully the shit out you. But they ain't gonna let nobody else fuck with you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they got a problem with you, they ain't gonna let nobody else fuck with you. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you could have 10 enemies right now. And you make it on the shade room or make it some big shit, them 10 enemies gonna turn it into 9 supporters. You might still have that one enemy, but it's gonna turn into 9 supporters. Like, fuck that, he represent Detroit.
Yeah.
We in this bitch, go L.
Yeah.
And that's how shit go.
You're right.
Because it's psychological.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes people don't even know why they dislike you. Not knowing the root of it is they dislike themselves.
Yes. Jealousy factors and shit.
Yeah,
a lot of things.
Without even knowing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of that shit is deflection.
Yeah.
And I can speak on this shit because I'm a motherfucking product of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a product of this shit. Like, anything that I talk about, I done been through or experienced in some shape and form. Yeah. Regardless of what end of it I was on. You know?
Yeah. We're talking about kind of like growing up in Detroit and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So like you kind of get where the culture stems from a little bit, like growing up and being around it.
Oh yeah.
And so for you, first of all, were you always this built, man?
Well, I work out.
Right. But when you were a kid in Detroit, were motherfuckers like scared to approach you with this shit? Or like,
no, hell no. I wasn't like that. I was the cool kid. Like, I was the motherfucker who shared my toys. If I had a skateboard, I'd ride that motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was that motherfucker. I could flip. I'm teaching motherfuckers how to flip. You know, so I was that kid. You know, so like, no, I ain't really, nah.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, growing up in Detroit, you were kind of like you kind of stayed away from.
Yeah, I stayed away from the bullshit, stayed away from the gangs, and stayed away from all the other shit. Yeah, but when I was a teenager, that's when shit shifted. But I was the leader. I was doing shit. I was doing fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing fucked up shit. Like, it ain't like I was influenced by nobody else. Anything that I did it on my own. It ain't.
You just don't seem like that motherfucker, man.
Yeah. That was some young shit. That's what I'm saying. That was some young shit. That's some environmental shit. You know, like just being in that environment. Like it almost kind of shifts the natural person you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see all these OGs that used to be gang members, used to be all that shit. They humble, they telling the young niggas like, nah, that ain't it, young dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that ain't it, young dog. It's gangsters, nigga, and you like, nigga, you saying that ain't it, young dog? The shit you did? That's because they grew up and grew wise. Like, oh shit, we got tricked.
Right.
We got tricked into being fucking gangsters.
Who do you think tricks them? Like, who do you think perpetuates that trick?
Perpetuates that trick, society. And when I say society, it's probably on a deeper level, some shit I don't know about, you know what I'm saying? But it stems from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit isn't just black and white. You know what I'm saying? It stems from somewhere. Everybody behavior stems from somewhere. Me, I fucked a lot of women in my life, you know what I'm saying, because I started fucking when I was 5. Yeah, not on my own. A babysitter. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Like that ain't had shit to do with my agreements. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to comply with that. I felt I had to comply with that. You know, but that catapulted into a different kind of animal as I got older. But once I realized what the fuck those behaviors stem from, I was able to control them. Why the fuck am I not respecting women? Why the fuck? Why did this? You know what I'm saying? But it, like I said, everything stems from somewhere. Everything. And it's up to you to make that change once you realize what the fuck is causing those issues in your life. Anybody that's gonna keep on doing the same thing, y'all know is a psychopath.
You know what's crazy? Like when you see like these articles about teachers having sex with their students and all that stuff like that, and like every time it's a girl that has sex with a student, a teacher that's a female that has sex with a male student, everybody's like, oh, he's lucky and all that shit. Like, oh yeah. Which, yeah, I agree with motherfuckers. But seriously, like on that end, it's like at the age of 5 though, no matter what you can say, that can't be like it can't be dope.
No,
because you don't even understand what's happening.
It's not normal at all. You know what I'm saying? It's not normal at all, but
no, it can't even be dope, is what I'm saying.
No.
Maybe if you're in middle school and like your teacher's trying to fuck with you, but when you're 5, you don't even understand sex. So it's like that's not cool.
Not at all.
Yeah, and even how hot she could have been, if the babysitter was hot.
She was not hot.
Oh damn, that makes everything worse.
That's what make it even worse.
You can't even look back at the moment like at least she was
right. You can't even reminisce like you reminisce like nah.
Yeah, I kind of had that same situation too when I was young. Like I can't say who or whatever, but like she was bad though, no cap. But like the same thing, like taking the showers, and then I just remember her like putting my face against, like, cause the reason I realized that years later was cause I was like, why was her skin so scratchy, B?
Right.
Like why was? And then I realized it was her hair in her private area scratching my face up.
Like,
so we were taking showers, and I'm like, why is it? I was like, yeah. So and then years later, I realized
peach on my face.
Yeah, that's when I figured it out. Way later, I was like, wait a minute, that didn't make no sense. But she was bad, so I can't lie. But either way, it's no joke. All jokes aside, like, it's fucked up. But I know what you mean, because it's like it can change the whole trajectory of how you handle your sexuality. Like you can be straight as hell, but you can be horny as hell.
Yeah,
like at all times, you just want to fuck constantly. Like nonstop.
That's how it was. Like I had a sex addiction, like for real, like, and it made it no better that women were throwing themselves, throwing the pussy. That's what made it worse. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like shit. They just like I ain't even asking for it most of the time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time it's just like, hey, what's up?
Most people are gonna watch this and just want to kill you because we have a lot. The amount of work I have to give, not anymore as much, but man, the amount of work I had to put in just to get one bitch to fuck with me, and they were just throwing the pussy at you.
Oh yeah, that was back in the day though. So I'm getting older now. The bag,
bro, relax, bro. I'm sure I see your comments, man. I see the bitches in the comments.
Man, they comment like that on anybody page that's got something going.
Cap.
Shit.
Even if that's the case, I'm sure they're in the DMs and all that.
Shit, they like this generation. You just need a little bit of sex appeal for them to go crazy. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm working on that, man. I realized that because listen, I'm not gonna lie. Like
your sex appeal to them might be your way, your laid backness. You know what I'm saying? Your sense of humor. That might be your sexiness to them.
Nah, it's like,
you don't know that. Do you get pussy?
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
I do.
So what is it based off of?
So basically, my thing is like once bitches realize like how spiritual I am, that's when they're like, oh shit. That's when they get into me. Like I have to talk to them in the DMs like, oh, he's really in tune with life and shit.
Okay, that's it.
As far as actually posting shit, nah.
What more do you want than that? Like spirituality doesn't fade.
Yeah, facts.
Looks does. Like
I can be old as hell.
Yeah, spirituality. Yeah, you can be getting your old grandpa dick sucked with wisdom. Like, yeah, girl, back in the day, like,
so when you were
so wise.
When you're coming up in Detroit, obviously you go through like this kind of like, what would you consider like a gangster phase, or would you consider what you were talking about with the teenage years?
I wouldn't call myself a gang. I wouldn't call myself no gangster. Nothing. I ain't never been a gangster, but I ain't never been a hoe though. You know what I'm saying? I've never backed down from shit. You know what I'm saying? I've never been afraid to fight. You know what I'm saying? Never been afraid of none of that type shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say gangster, but it's just, you know, I would say I was a little more reckless. I was a little more reckless with my behavior. I could be in a bar, you know what I'm saying? If somebody bumped me or some shit, and I know it was intentional, like he getting his ass whooped right off rip.
Damn.
No, seriously. Like I'm not even thinking about this shit. As of now, I can get bumped right now and know somebody did it intentionally. Like you
give it a second try, yeah.
Like these dudes is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Namaste. You know what I'm saying? The kind of energy that you receptive of is the kind of energy that's gonna linger in your fucking life. Whatever energy you feed, that's what energy is gonna grow. You have a positive plant and a negative plant. If you watering this negative plant, focusing on all the negative shit that's going on, that's motherfucking gonna grow while that motherfucker, the positivity dying.
Yeah. You
know the negative shit gonna be there along with the positive shit. So why even dwell on the negative shit? Why even focus on it? We know that's there. This is what's the word?
Inevitable?
Inevitable. It's fucking inevitable. Like the negative shit is gonna be there. So why even pay it attention?
Exactly.
Why even focus on it? I'm about to focus on this shit. Cause when I focus on this positive shit, all the supporters and all of this shit, that's what the fuck is gonna grow.
Exactly.
But if I focus on this shit, guess who lacking attention? The positive plant.
Exactly.
That nigga over there, leaves sagging and shit. This motherfucker blossoming.
In India, they
strong.
In India, they call it a Kalpavictra tree. It's like basically.
What's that? Say it again.
Kalpavictra tree. It's basically a tree that whatever you want, that's what happens to you. But if you're constantly thinking about negative things, that will also happen to you. If you're constantly thinking about good things, the good things will happen to you. So like they say in India, like make your mind your own Kalpavictra tree. So that way, whatever you put into it is what happens for you. Now you're right though. If you're focusing on the negative stuff, then that stuff's probably going to keep happening over and over and over again. When you're growing up and throughout the teenage years and stuff, what's kind of the aspirations at that time?
Fucking women and dressing nice.
Yeah, but that's not what was like the so you wanted to be a pimp? Nah. No, like what was the like did you know what you wanted to be or anything like that?
No. I didn't have no dreams or aspirations.
Damn.
I didn't have no dreams and aspirations. That's why I said fucking women and dressing nice.
That's heat though, no cap. That's
like
I fuck with that.
I had no aspirations. I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do. Like I done been a juvenile. I done been to prison. You know what I'm saying? Like boot camp. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like after boot camp, when I went to boot camp, that's the first time in my life that I knew I wanted to do something, and I wasn't able to do it. When I went to boot camp, that's when I wanted to join the military, because that's what all boot camp is. It's military boot camp. It was SAI. You know what I'm saying? It was state issue prison boot camp, but they do the same exact training that they do at the military.
Jesus.
Yeah, the same exact shit. It was people quitting all day like, fuck that, give me my 2 years in prison. Fuck y'all. It's like either 3 months here or 2 years in prison. You know how many people was quitting like, man, fuck this shit. Give me the motherfucking time. I ain't doing 3 months of this shit. Y'all yelling my ear, all this, That made me want to join the military. I got out that shit. I went to prison when I was 17. I only did a year. I got out when I was 18. And I did boot camp at the end of my prison sentence. And when I got out of boot camp, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm joining the military. They thought they broke me down with that shit. That shit ain't made me want to do nothing but get in that shit. I went to the motherfucking recruiting office. They like, Yeah, you have felonies.
So you can't join the military if you have felonies?
Right.
Right. Okay, I don't know.
Right.
That. Right.
So that crushed my whole motherfucking world. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I didn't know what my aspirations was not nowhere near in sight. I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do after that. Like, shit.
Man.
I got felonies. I can't get no job. I can't be a police officer. I can't be a fireman if I want to. I can't do shit. Well, fuck it. I can go to the military. I can fight for the country. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? They like, you can't do that either.
What the fuck?
I'm like, oh.
Jeez.
I'm like, shit. My life is over. I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But
man. So you get out of boot camp and then you realize there's no... Even the thing you want to do.
Yeah, so I had to do more illegal shit.
Man.
To get money. Couldn't get no real motherfucking job. Couldn't get no regular job. Couldn't do this and that.
Do you feel like life is kind of a wrap if you got a lot of felonies? Not a wrap, but like obviously the disadvantages are piled upon you to like have a normal standard life in America.
I think it'll push you. I think having a felony is the best shit you could do. If you no, not in that aspect. I'm saying if you want to have your own business, live your own life, and not worry about having a fucking 9 to 5, like and working check to check and check to check to make sure this bill is paid, make sure this bill paid, make sure this bill paid, when you're not utilizing the God-given talents that God gave you. You know what I'm saying? You might be the best secretary in office. Making $17 an hour, $20 an hour. Might be the best secretary in the fucking office. But you probably got painting skills like fucking Michelangelo.
Yeah.
But you're not even able to focus on that because you working this 9 to 5 making their company grow.
Exactly.
Every fucking week. And you got this motherfucking McDonald's company like, we need 7 of our fucking buildings painted. Or you know what I'm saying? Or we need some graffiti or artwork on one of our motherfucking buildings or one of our parks or one of our, you know. And like, damn, you just missed out on $20,000 for this. Cause I know somebody personally that paints and shit, and they be making fucking anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 a painting on a building. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fucking great shit. But if you working at this motherfucking job day to day, and don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. Like ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Mm. But if you get God-given talents that's gonna propel you to the next level, like financially, like I would say take that advantage. Like take that opportunity.
Yeah, I think like it sucks to say this, unless you have kids. All right, if you have kids, this is a different story. But I feel like if you're single and you have you're talented at something or you're super capable of doing something, then go try and do it before you get tied down to getting a paycheck every week.
Literally.
Because
your
dreams
with mom
and
as long as you can.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Stay with your parents as long as you can. Other cultures do it.
Yeah.
Other cultures do it. Like it's okay. Like you'll see a Chinese family with a fucking 10-bedroom mansion, and you be like, damn, they living, but you not knowing it's like 15 motherfuckers in that house helping out on the bills and shit, working together, because it don't take a village to raise a child, it take a village to raise a village. Nobody get to where they at by themselves. Nobody in this fucking world. You show me one person that got to where they at by themselves, and I'm gonna show you a fucking liar.
Facts.
Not one person in this entire world, right? Really let that shit marinate. Not one person in this entire world got to where they at by themselves.
True.
I don't give a fuck if you a drug dealer. You need fiends. You need somebody to say you this. You need this. You need that. Everything is an operation. I don't give a fuck what you're doing in life.
Exactly.
You're not gonna get there by your fucking self.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%, man. It's like kind of interesting though, because a lot of people are giving up. Like who said it, man? The guy from Shark Tank basically said that check that they give you every week is something to keep you comfortable enough to make you forget about your dreams. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you
a
be
dog ass
making
quote.
$5,000 a week, right? But then like, oh yeah, what about all that shit you wanted to do your whole life? Instead, now you're just working at our company, making our company. And I personally know people like that. I know the creative motherfuckers in this world that work at corporate jobs and like they're making checks, and I see them on those trips, on those fucking yachts and shit. But I'm like, what about the shit you wanted to do the whole time you were talking to me?
But that shit ain't always happy. Happiness is doing what you want to do in life, not doing what you have to do.
Yeah, 100%.
Like they might be on them yachts and all that shit, but that don't mean that they're like truly happy.
Facts.
You know how many miserable rich people there are?
Man.
You know how many suicides of rich people there are?
All my rapper friends are miserable, man. I know that for sure. Even the ones with money.
That's my whole point. Money don't equate to that. Like, fuck a yacht. Fuck all that. Are you happy up here?
Yeah.
Cause that at the end of the day, that's all you really got. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go in a motherfucking room in the dark by your motherfucking self, you ain't gonna see shit but dark. You ain't gonna be there with shit but your motherfucking thoughts. You ain't gonna be there with shit but your motherfucking thoughts. Can you live with yourself? Can you be alone with your thoughts? Or do you need this chain, or do you need this bitch on your arm? Do you need this boat, or do you need your homeboys co-signing you, or do you need this shit? Can you be alone with yourself? Like at the end of the day, that's what fucking matter.
Yes.
And once you get to that point in life, everything else is gonna fucking flow and come together cohesively.
Yes. My favorite quote about that is, "Man is only ill because he cannot sit still." And that's the most powerful thing in the world to me, because if you can't sit alone, like you said, with yourself,
right,
something's fucking wrong with you, bro.
Yeah.
You can't need add-ons to make your life move forward. Like, that's not how it works.
Deeper than what people think, dog. That's way deeper than what people think. Like, damn, you can't even be around yourself. No, like you know, like you can't even be around yourself.
You must be
You don't even think you're cool?
You don't even, damn.
Yeah. If you can't be by yourself, then you must be in bad company. So.
Exactly.
You're fucked up at that point. But the thing is, man,
that's what you got to work with. Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing. What I kind of like the new direction that you kind of took with even the comedy and stuff, even on social media, kind of branching out more and trying different things and everything like that. Because I feel like it's a little bit more conscious. The effort that you're putting into your skits and the stuff you're doing is a little bit more conscious, a little bit more effort put into it.
Yeah,
so it's not just a general.
For sure.
Like everybody on Instagram is just doing the. What it's like to be, or what would you do if your girlfriend did this? And it's like, damn, this shit is getting old and there's no thought behind it. So now you're kind of branching off and getting into these new ideas. But when you were starting off, obviously impersonations is your strong suit when you're starting off, which is going to get you to go viral fucking instantaneously. Sure. Was that the first break of skits that you were putting out?
Yeah. Because my first viral video, it was the Fantasia drive-through video.
Right.
How Fantasia ordered fast food. And that's when I really knew, like, damn, like the world love fucking impersonation. Y'all got a bathroom? I got a
the front door.
This Fiji, like.
So we're kind of talking about the breakthrough moments. So the Fantasia skit was one of your first breaks, and then kind of just going down the line of everything that kept building your platform.
It was a Fantasia skit that really got like attention across the United States. And the second one was the Katt Wiliams skit. Like I kind of regret that skit to this day, because I'm not sure if he felt offended by it. You know what I'm saying?
Was the skit?
The skit was when he got attacked by that child at the
when he got his ass beat by that kid at the high school.
When he got attacked by the child, you know, and I'm a new comedian in the game, so I'm just like, okay, whatever is relevant right now, that's what the fuck we're gonna joke about. That's what we're gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? I've never met Katt Wiliams or anything like that, but I'm not sure if he has.
What was the skit? Run us through it, because I can't remember. What could have been worse than what actually happened?
Well, I mean, like it was just me basically going on a rant. As Katt Wiliams about what happened. I had the wig on and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you. All right, so
Yeah.
then moving through that, obviously that's going to be a huge break. Kind of just walk us through like the big break moments.
Well, the big break moment is actually Michael Blackson had a. You know who Michael Blackson
Of course.
is? Yeah, Michael Blackson. He had a contest on who does the best Michael Blackson impersonation, and he had a you know, competition all around the states and shit. And it was thousands of people submitting their impersonations of Michael Blackson, and y'all know who won. I end up winning, you know what I'm saying? So I end up going on. I won a movie role with him and going to do a comedy show with him, opening up with a comedy show with him. I did that in New York.
Cool.
And from that, I think that's how the Wildin' Out cast got hipped of me, because of the Michael Blackson contest.
What was that experience like when you were going to open up and everything like that?
Oh, it was dope as hell, man. It was and what's crazy, Michael Blackson, he cool as a motherfucker, and I thought he had a heavy African accent. It's there, but you know what I'm saying.
He exaggerates it a little bit,
but it's funny as shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. It's fucking hilarious. You know what I'm saying.
That's something I never could understand or would want to get into, is like staying in character. Mm-hmm. And so when you see him, like 95% of the time he is that person, but I could never imagine just always being that. You know what I mean? Don't you think it would be kind of like exhausting or something?
Yes, it probably would be exhausting, motherfucker.
Bro, can you imagine? He sounds like my uncle, because my uncle's like, he's Chaldean and everything like that, but like they just always have that kind of like way of speaking. But I'm like, but I've seen an interview where he doesn't talk, where Blackson is like more relaxed.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wait a minute. So
yeah.
Like, damn, imagine staying.
No, he know that's the thing. Like, people joke about the shit on his page all the time.
But it's like, damn, can you imagine just staying on character, like never fucking phasing away, like always making, like, do you know what Jim Varney is? Do you know what Ernest is? Like Ernest Goes to Jail.
Ernest, oh yeah, hell yeah.
He was my idol growing up. Like straight up, he never left.
Know what I mean, Burn?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, a lot of people know he's like one of my main inspirations. Like I used to always love the different characters, but the thing is that was crazy is like he never left character. But one time he did. He was doing a cooking show. And he was on the cooking show, and he was just Jim Varney. He didn't want.
Like, who the fuck is this? right. Like, who the fuck? We don't like this guy.
The host kept trying to make jokes with him, and he's like, "No, this is serious. I'm cooking."
Right,
like,
right.
He's like, I'm not trying to do that other shit today.
Like, nah, we ain't come here for that this serious shit.
Yeah.
The one thing I like.
Right.
But it was sad to see.
We invited Ernest, not you.
Exactly. But it was sad to see, because I read his biography, and in the book, the whole thing it was written by his nephew. His whole life, he wanted to be like a really famous actor. Like he wanted to be in Hollywood, like as a star.
But he got typecasted.
And there was no moving around it.
Right.
So he was very like, the only role he got after that was like Beverly Hillbillies, and like he got to be on Roseanne.
That happens a fucking lot.
And Toy Story.
That's another reason why I try to show as much as versatility as I can. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be put in the box.
You don't want to be in their impersonation guy.
No, I don't want to be put in exactly. I don't want to be put in the box. Like, no, I have way more ideas than you could ever imagine. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be pertaining to voices or nothing. I have scenarios and situations and metaphoric comedy, and you know what I'm saying, that's really captivating.
Doesn't it suck sometimes too when you create something that is a little bit more on that level, where it's like next level comedy, but it doesn't get reciprocated because the audience is just used to?
Right, they used to right, and that's why I kind of stepped out the box as well, because we're so trained to give instant gratification. People want instant gratification on the internet. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to think too much. I want instant funny. Make me laugh. I want to see the cat licking the fucking peanut butter off the mouse.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? I want instant funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was pumping out. But now I'm just like, okay, now that I got their attention from that, I got your attention now. Now I can give you a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now that I have your attention, you're more receptive of listening to what I have to offer.
Exactly.
Opposed to me just coming in the comedy game like, here's this abstract skit for your ass.
Yeah.
And they like, we don't know who the fuck you are. We're not even going to try to understand that shit.
Exactly.
Opposed to growing that rapport first, and people be like, all right, let me see what Paige talking about right
when
now.
you built your platform to this point, they see your face, and now they're going to trust you and be like, okay, let's see what's going on.
Right, exactly.
So they're going to be more willing to check out these different, like the Adam and Eve skit that you just came out with. If anybody else had just came out with that, it would have been like, what, man, peace out. Trees and shit. I'm not trying to see trees and shit. Like, and just scroll past it. They see you, and it's like, that's my dog. What's he got?
Like, what the fuck is he about to do on this shit?
Let's hear the story.
It's about to be unexpected.
Going back to Blackson a little bit. It's kind of funny because I'm just imagining having a serious conversation with him. I can't imagine it. Did you guys actually get to have like a talk, like a serious conversation, like anything game spilled?
Yeah. He told me the most like impersonations is what's gonna get me to the next level. He said when you go on fucking stage, do 20 of them motherfuckers. No, like serious, like he told me, like start building scenarios and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I really took that advice because I'm like damn, like that is real shit. Like anytime I'm on stage, like, and when I'm doing them impersonation, they laugh at the joke. They laugh at the other jokes for sure too, but the impersonations is just a different. It's just different. People love to hear. Like even me, like I'm a big fan of impersonation. When I hear somebody else doing impersonation, I'd be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like I don't do them bitches myself. You know what I'm saying? But I still be amazed. Like, dawg, that sound just like her. That sound just like him. Shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a fan of this shit. You got to be a fan first.
Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, and obviously when you're executing it to this level and you're on stage doing it, the audience's response has to be insane, especially because your portfolio is so insane. Like, do you look at them? That's crazy because it is portfolio, right? Like, all the characters is a different person.
Yeah, it really is. Like, this is a fucking portfolio, resume, whatever you want to call it. Like, our social media and the videos and shit. It's like a digital resume.
Yeah,
it's your portfolio.
So when you're doing this opening act for Michael Blackson and everything like that, I'm assuming you killed it on stage. You had it ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
What kind of things led on after that? That's when you said you got the opportunity with Wild 'N Out?
Yeah, shortly after that, that's when I was contacted by Wild 'N Out.
Okay.
You know, and
And then to get to the point now, after you move on from that, you just keep hitting social media hard. It's pretty much, that was the concept, right? Kind of talk about after that how you kept building yourself using social media mainly.
Just keeping my content pumping out. Like that's what's keeping me relevant. Pumping this content out. That's what's getting me the movie roles. That's what's getting me, you know what I'm saying, like advertisement deals. That's what's getting me promo money. You know what I'm saying? That's what's it's keeping me relevant and keeping me in the game and keeping money in my pocket.
What celebrities have seen your impersonations and kind of reached out after seeing them?
Reached out. Well, I opened up for Marlon Wayans.
Man, get the fuck out. Wait, did you tell me that before? Did you tell me about Marlon Wayans, or was that somebody else?
I'm not sure, but I opened up for Marlon Wayans, you know what I'm saying, because he follows me.
Okay.
And I killed it with his shit.
Hold on, man. Marlon Wayans is like top 10 for me easily. I need to talk about Marlon.
Oh, Marlon Wayans funny as shit, man. He a real dude in real life. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
None of that Hollywood shit.
How did you get to open up for Marlon Wayans?
I asked him.
Really?
Because he followed me 2 years previous, and then I saw his page, like he like performing in Chicago, blah blah blah. And he always was laughing at my videos and shit. So I'm like, all right, let me go to this shit. Go to this nigga DM. I see you performing in Chicago. Can I do 5 minutes?
Yeah.
He like, come on. I'm like, come on. Oh shit. What, man? I was headed to Chicago that night. Man, that's right. I started running. Like, right. I don't even think I drove. I Forrest Gumped that motherfucker. Man.
So you just left. You just said, all right, Marlon Wayans said I can do 5 minutes for him. I'm going.
Yes, and I just fucking left. I didn't give a fuck if it was 2 minutes. Like, he let me open up for him. Like,
wow.
You know, I get to meet him and open up for him. Like, that's some, you know.
Yeah. When you're on the way there, do you ever feel like, damn, what if I don't, like, it just does not even happen when I get there? Like, what if Marlon just decides not to show up? Like, did you think of the worst case scenarios on the way there? Or you're just like fully just like, it's going to happen?
I was so focused on doing good that none of those other thoughts popped in my mind. I was just focused on doing great on stage. That was my only focus. None of those thoughts ever crept in my mind.
Oh,
ever.
so what was it like exchanging words with him?
It was dope as hell. He gave me good advice too. When I before I went on stage, I was drinking a little bit. Shit. He was like, I don't know how your thing is, but he said I don't never, you know what I'm saying, I don't never smoke or drink before I get on stage. You know what I'm saying? And he was telling me like before you get on stage, you want to stay focused, and so that's some advice that he gave me.
Did you stick
I went
to
out
it?
there and killed that, huh?
Did you stick to it?
No.
Everybody's different, right?
No. I didn't. And no disrespect to his advice or anything, but different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got ADHD. So like like smoking might help me focus a little more and remember my shit and compartmentalize my thoughts a little better. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah.
Everybody's different. I've heard comedians talk about how they sip a little whiskey or they'll have a beer or whatever.
Yeah,
so.
it'll calm your nerves. It'll put more shit into perspective. You know, like if you're a thinker like that, they call it ADHD, but it might just be an overthinker. You know what I'm saying? If you're thinking about so much shit at once, you know what I'm saying? It's, like I said, it's hard to compartmentalize all your fucking thoughts and put them bitches into perspective. Like, oh shit, think about this.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever caught yourself kind of overdoing it, like drinking before a show? And realizing, like, halfway through,
yes.
You definitely
Fuck yeah. Yes.
How do you deal with that on stage?
Yes.
Knowing that you're a little more than you feel like you should be.
Only thing me being too drunk affects is my fucking impersonations. And that was a big lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know you're slurring up there like, and then I couldn't even get out the correct impersonation. I wasn't enunciating words right. I didn't have the right octave. You know, so I'm just like, oh shit, I ain't doing this no more.
So like when so you do the show with Marlon, which is like, goddamn, that's insane. I fucking didn't have any clue. This is why I love going through this with you, because you're meeting these highly, first of all, people that have inspired me growing up, which is insane. Right. But also, you're part of this now. Like, you belong there. Like, you belong in this world. But going on after Marlon Wayans, what's like the next big move after that?
The next big move after that, it's just basically just building relationships and still just working on my craft. Yeah. Like, regardless of what, nothing's going to happen overnight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just about putting in the footwork, and I consider all of this footwork and necessary steps in my journey. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, people don't realize, like, Kevin Hart been doing stand-up since he was 14. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just come out of nowhere like, hey, it's me, Kevin, huh? You know, he been here, you know what I'm saying? He been doing this shit. He been pumping the pavement. And it's not simple as, all right, I'm Marlon Wayans. I know kids, so let's get them in this movie. Hey guys, let's sign them. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of this shit is politics. Like, just like Kevin Hart homeboys, Plastic Cup Boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, they haven't been in these movies like that. You know what I'm saying? You know he probably want them in this movie, but a lot of shit is not up to.
The studio's gonna look at it.
You know, it's not up to you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You could be talented as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He can be your best fucking friend. But if they don't, you know.
It's about money at the end of the day.
I'm not sure what it's about at the end of the day, but
it is because basically, like, you have to sell the show, like you have to sell the movie and the pieces that are involved. Just like when I was, damn, this is gonna be too political to talk about, but I want to go. I don't want to get us in trouble, so I'm gonna skim over that because I do know a lot of little about the inside of that shit, but I don't want to get into it because it's gonna get us both in trouble. But
I don't want to get in trouble.
Let's not get in trouble today. Let's not be. We'll get in trouble late when we're on top of the world, when nobody can say shit to us. Now you got a chance to meet Kevin Hart, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
And that was he performed here at the Little Caesars Arena, or was it Little Caesars?
I met Kevin Hart. I think he did a show in Ohio.
Oh, in Ohio. Okay, cool.
I think that was Ohio, yeah. And I actually did a impersonation of him. You know what I'm saying? He got in the video with me and everything.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Oh, how did you even? Dope. So I know Jackpot the Juice and Aha Davis are familiar with him and like acquainted with him and stuff like that. Was that kind of the access to that?
No. The access to that was just me knowing someone else that was running the comedy show.
Oh, okay.
That he had, you know what I'm saying? So I had access to backstage and all of that shit.
Fucking cool.
And I'm like, damn, this is the perfect fucking opportunity to do this nigga impersonation in front of him. And I was like, you mind? And he's like, no, come on, man, let's get it. You know, I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah. And then you guys literally flip the phone and then literally you do it in front of him.
Literally, yep.
And I'm wondering, man, I'm just thinking to myself, like, if I'm going to do this, man, either he's going to get really fucking offended or he's going to think it's really fucking funny. But knowing it's Kevin Hart,
he didn't get offended at all. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't get offended at all.
Yeah. What was the conversation like after that?
The conversation, he was keep on doing your thing. He didn't know I was a comedian at first. He thought I was because I told you I had the backstage passes and he didn't know I was a comedian until I came to him, and then he just gave me advice. I don't remember the advice verbatim. You know, I don't remember exactly what he told me verbatim. Yeah. But, you know.
Have you sensed the different type of energy?
But I feel that oh, my bad.
Oh, go ahead.
I feel he reposted my video last year. But I don't even think he knows that I'm the same person from that one day.
That's crazy.
Well, 10 times out of 10, he don't. I feel he don't realize that was me from 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think that he knew?
No, I don't.
That's the funniest shit in the world.
I don't.
So he reposted you on Instagram, met you in person 6 years later, and probably didn't recognize that it was even you who made that skit.
Didn't realize that it was me.
Even though you did the impersonation in front of him.
Yeah. You know how many people these celebrities meet? They meet.
No, that's true. You're right. I guess
they meet actors, comedians. They meet.
That's like the worst feeling in the world.
Thousands of people. Yeah.
When you meet somebody and then you meet them again in the future and they don't remember who the fuck.
I do that all the time. I do that all the time. I don't know if it's ADHD, but my memory, I hate when I do that shit. Motherfucker have a whole conversation. Man, you grabbed the plate off the table, then the thing. I'm like, oh shit.
No, man.
Oh, that was you.
Bro, the weirdest shit is when, people recognize you off social media, and then when you're in public, they act as if you know who they are, too. And it's like, no, no offense, bro.
I know you, so you gotta know me.
Yeah.
I'm the one that said your shit was funny, remember?
Yeah. 200 followers. No, it's not even about that. It's like
I commented on your shit one time.
People will come up to me and they'll be like, you don't recognize me? I'm like, bro, why am I supposed to recognize you? That's the weird part to me. Like, I'm not that you're nobody, but that
nigga said I cussed your ass out. You don't remember?
I'm like sitting there like, I don't understand that how you put that together in your mind, that like, because you know who I am, I don't understand that concept, bro. So what I do now when people come up, which they know I'm lying like 90%, I'm like, oh man, how you doing, bro? So I always give them a five, like, I know who they are, and then they look at
you don't know who the fuck I am.
You don't know
because I'm fucking with you right now.
And now I'm just like, shit, I don't know who you are.
I know you don't know who I am. I'm acting like you know who I am, so I know you're fucking with me.
When they're with bitches, though, I always I hype them up, like, yeah, man, I fuck with you, and I'm like, let me hype them up around his girls and get the fuck out of here, so that way he doesn't realize.
That's G shit.
Yeah,
right
you
there.
got to, man.
That's G shit.
You got to make people think that there's somebody when they're around their girls. That way they don't get offended. You know what I'm saying? It's the smoothest way out. Now with the movies and everything that you're getting a part of, and obviously your social media is banging. It's like you built your own platform, and it's like I think it's at that line where basically the only next step is Hollywood. Like, I don't think there is a in between Hollywood and being super, super mega recognized across the country and having a prominent social media. There's people who have like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million followers that don't get the same engagement as you when you drop.
I think the next step doesn't necessarily have to be Hollywood.
At least Netflix.
And me being in these movies now is making me realize that more and more. Like, these Detroit movies are making money.
Yeah, but bro.
Like, fuck it. Like fucking money. Like, I feel if you got your own, following, your own fan base, you can make shit happen.
Yeah.
With the just putting the right elements together and shit. Just like you, I've single-handedly watched you build the Kid L podcast up from the fucking ground up. Like, you went from that to being known all across the fucking city on your own. Now you in a position to damn near do anything you want to. You could reach out to motherfuckers and you could DJ Summer Jam if you wanted to. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying,
no, I know.
You've obtained enough resources and enough connections and enough relationships to do some shit, to put some shit together.
No, and I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
I do have a lot of keys. I'm not gonna lie. I have keys that I didn't realize I had. My whole thing though is this: there comes a certain point where like there's that local fame, there's that city fame, and then there's that, you know what I'm saying? People recognize you out of that level, which is where you're at. I think people recognize you outside of that for sure, nationwide, countrywide, worldwide, pretty much. And then I also think that stuff can only get you so far because money talks, right? So let's say you want to make a movie. Off the strength, it's so hard to do, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because why even the
financially,
movies, $3 to $4 million to even make the smallest budget movie. It's like, bro, there's no way you can do that without. Even off clout, even off all the shit you got, it's so hard.
It depend on what level you're really trying to get at.
That's the thing,
you know what I'm saying? It depends on how you value success.
I agree with that, but man, the only reason I'm not going to speak on this is because. Can I speak on? No, I can't.
What? Go ahead.
So I know what you're saying. Like Detroit movies are making a lot of fucking money right now, but you got to really look at what's really happening, bro. Like, the reality of the situation is that... No, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it because...
reality...
Hey, jackpot the Jews, man.
No, reality... Look, at the end of the day, what you have to realize, it's a fucking market. It's a market for everything. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's a market for everything. It's a market for this hat... It's a market for these. It's a millionaire that makes these right here. And we looking at this shit like, it's just a fucking lampshade. It's a lampshade. But it's a market for this fucking lampshade.
I know, but man, all right, fine. So
you're going to be able to sell this fucking couch one day for $200,000.
I know
minimum.
But
minimum, this couch.
Okay.
I have to wipe it first.
But
no. It's going to be worth less if you wipe it.
Okay, but you got to look at it like this, man. You got to look at it. Okay, I growing up from age probably 10 or younger, I wanted to be in the film industry. 1,000%. Social media did not exist, bro. There was no such thing as social media or anything even relevant to it. Knowing I wanted to be in movies, I started thinking like, damn, one day I'm going to be working with Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg, Edward Norton, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. That's my mindset thinking growing up. And then once social media comes around and you realize you can get some type of attention, all that kind of fades a little bit. Like, what do I need to work with Al Pacino for, bro? Like, people are fucking with me just off the social media app. Way less work involved. You know what I'm saying? And a high level of reciprocation. So it kind of makes you forget about the major goals. So in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, okay, now that I've gotten to a point where I'm very comfortable, people fuck with me, I got support all around the city, I want to go back to where I started, where I want the biggest things. Because when you get to those levels, the control is there to create the product that you want, that vision that you really want to enter people's minds and help transform them or help entertain them or help them get through something. I think when you do it on that level, on that scale, it penetrates people way more than if you just do it on social media. Because I'm not opening up social media to get influenced by nobody, bro. I'm sorry. You can say if I'm watching a movie, I'm going to get hit harder than if I'm on social media.
For sure.
So that's my...
But that's just like the dude, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Kwame?
Kwame Kilpatrick?
No, not Kwame. No. The dude off of TikTok, the black dude off of TikTok who don't do nothing with, who be doing this to everything, like
reaction, the face
the reaction. Like, you know what I'm saying? He became a multi-millionaire, you know what I'm saying? A walking multi-millionaire brand with nothing but social media. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you earlier, like it's millionaire kids.
I'm not saying you can't get rich off of it. What I'm saying is that the influence and the impact is way less greater.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's my problem.
It just depends on what type of level you're trying to get to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Depending on what type of level you want to get to. Like after seeing this shit, I don't want to get to a high ass level. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I promise to God on my life. Like I would be satisfied with making $300 a year. $300,000 a year. Just off of my local biz, just off of my tattoo shops, just off of my clothing, just off of this, and I would be satisfied for life. I don't I don't need to be a multi-millionaire. I don't need no mansion. I don't need none of that shit. Like, me seeing that shit before I even got a chance to get that shit allowed me to see life more for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And like I was telling you earlier, like, success depends on what you value. You know what I'm saying? Your level of success might be different than my level of success, depending on our values.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Your value of success might be a big crib, houses, and multi. My value of success might be healthy children. You know what I'm saying? Financial stability, mental stability, spiritual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That might be my success right there. You know what I'm saying? So it really depends on the person that you are.
For sure. I absolutely agree with you. Another thing I'm looking at, though, from that aspect, taking money out of the equation.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that social media is great, man, and I fuck with it, but I think entertainers should be on that shit as far as producing content, because it's
like far as what?
Like, as far as the fact that, like, people are using it as a way to get rich without having any real passion or care behind entertaining. So now a kid could pick up a phone and want to start doing TikToks but have no actual consideration for the art or the craft or anything like that.
Right, for sure.
And just thinking, oh, kids are making millions of dollars doing bullshit. Let me go try to do it too. Kind of like rap.
Right.
And shit like that. Even the rap game. That's why I probably don't fuck with movies as much and music as much, is because it's turning it into it's always been a market, but now it's an accessible market. So in the 90s and the 80s with music and movies, you couldn't just go do it. You couldn't go into your fucking room and turn on your laptop and fucking make a little skit.
The difference is with the rap game now, you get real gangsters rapping. Like
that's kind of true.
no, like not you know what I'm saying? Like these niggas is really doing what they rapping about. Like it, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, like motherfuckers would be rapping about shit that they ain't never did, never sold drugs, never killed nobody. Like the difference with the rap culture now is niggas actually rapping about what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got money now, so I can be a fucking rapper. If I'm a drug dealer, I got 200,000. I can buy your respect, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I can buy these bitches respect. I can buy their respect. My song ain't even got to be good.
Yeah.
I got money, nigga.
Facts.
You know, like. So that just changes the dynamics.
It does. But it's also just, that's the part that it does. And I think that's the part that bothers me, because I think, that's what me and you are in two different kind of outlooks on this, I think. Because I'm coming from even though you're obviously massively successful with social media, we come from two different outlooks as far as entertainment and I don't know how to put it. We have two different outlooks on this completely. That's all I got to say. We have completely two different outlooks, but it's very interesting to see that, though. Well, past all that, man, the kids people who do reach out to you, people that are trying to become upcoming entertainers and stuff like that, talk about what you talk to them about. Like, how are you being the OG or the big dog for some of these youngsters?
I tell them to stay consistent with the content. I tell them to share. Like if you're a fucking nail tech, reach out to other nail techs. Get tips from her. Give her tips. Network with them. Reach out to other nail techs in other cities. See what y'all can put together. You know, see what y'all can learn from each other. See how y'all can build, since y'all in that same motherfucking bracket. And that's how I tell upcoming comedians. Like, shit, reach out to other comedians that's doing what you're doing. Reach out to work with people. Get your face shown. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just gonna happen overnight.
Yeah, man.
Like, it took me years to build these motherfucking followers, and it's fucked up now because I done had this page 8 years. So a lot of followers done got their pages hacked. They not on that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Because these are early on followers, so a lot of them followers are just pages like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? It's probably about like 70,000 pages that's like just, you know what I'm saying, that people don't have access to.
Yeah.
How many pages you ever had? One?
I only had one page.
Majority of people done had 2 or 3 pages.
Yeah.
because they didn't got their shit hacked or you know what I'm saying, or took over.
Yeah.
Falling for the bullshit, falling for the money scams, falling for whatever scams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's true. So it's like pretty much, even the way the algorithm works and everything like that, so fucking weird that like if ghost accounts don't watch your shit, that counts as your post getting dropped down a little bit. So like a fake account not acknowledging your account or anything like that or whatever the fuck's going on can hurt your engagement a lot too, which sucks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bullshit that goes on with Instagram. You know they're trying to switch up Instagram completely now. Now Instagram in the next 6 weeks they said is going to be completely about it's going to be not about photos anymore. It's going to be completely about like entertainment and that's it, influencers. So like if you have just a general page, just like your homeboys chilling.
You can't post pictures on
No,
that
you
bitch?
can post and shit, but Instagram's gonna fuck you up basically. Where it's like, all right,
Fuck
bro,
up your algorithms.
this is all about reels now.
Like, you want to post pictures? We trying to make money.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck what you talking
so
about.
they said within the creator of it or whatever the fuck whatever, he literally, not creator, the person who runs the shit basically said it's gonna be all entertainment based or all basically reels based and all that shit. They say what they're really trying to do is weed out any of the personal shit. They're like, we don't want this to be Facebook anymore. This isn't about how your grandma's doing anymore.
Right.
This is about people coming on and wanting to be staying on the app. Right. So that's how they're like reinventing it.
They're like, we ain't about to allow y'all to vent on this bitch.
Exactly, you can't do
Take
shit
your
on
ass
it.
to a therapist.
Exactly, you can't do shit.
This ain't the spot for it.
Yeah, man. How's like your personal life been managed anyways, man? Obviously you're still fucking working out and shit
Personal
like that.
life, my personal life, like as far as
just living, man. Like how you been?
Shit, I've been all right. You know what I'm saying? Maintaining. You know what I'm saying?
How many kids do you got, bro?
I got 6.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
6 kids?
Yeah.
I was joking when I said that. I thought you had 0.
0?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Do you have to take care of 6 kids, man?
Yeah. That's why the fuck that. Yeah. That's why I work so fucking consistently. Like, and last time I told you I was on the show, that's why I said about the sugar mama shit, all that shit.
Yeah.
All that shit was real. Like, I did what I had to do to make sure my kids was straight.
You had a sugar mama to make sure your kids were straight?
No.
Oh.
No.
My bad.
I'm just saying in general.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying I've had them. You know what I'm saying? I do all kind of shit. I do tattoos, you know what I'm saying? I do videos, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but, like, as far as life, yeah.
That's
just, like, I get kids.
See, okay, so
like,
this is
as far as life, yeah, I get kids.
You might have told me that you're a kid before, but
yeah.
No, man.
I even put that on social media for it. I make a lot of money. I have a lot of income coming in, but I have a lot of responsibilities as well. Yeah. But luckily for me, my kids is at that age now. You know what I'm saying? My daughter about to be 19. My other daughter 18. You know
my
what
God,
like,
man. What?
Like they got jobs and shit. Like my daughter can do my taxes. Like.
Man,
So,
Jesus Christ, bro. Yeah, because I keep forgetting how old you are, but at the same time, I don't know.
I'll be 40 next year.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I don't even want to put. If I had to tell people to guess how old you were, it would not hit 40. You're hitting like a 31ish, bro.
Well, I appreciate
I'm not just saying that shit. Like,
I appreciate it.
That shit's crazy.
Damn cocoa butter.
You should just start selling cocoa butter.
I should.
Tattoo man
Oh, it's coming.
Nah.
It's
Tattoo
coming.
man cocoa butter?
No, I can't.
What? Is this like the OnlyFans thing, but
No,
they're naked again?
not at all. I don't even want to put too much because I don't want nobody to take my ideal out there.
Okay, all right. So you can't tell me about this one?
No, not yet. Not until I get it. I can tell you off air.
Okay, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
We saw that a few things have been. Did you see, man, the freaking pastor that got robbed while he was doing his sermon in Brooklyn?
I just saw that.
No,
You didn't see that video?
No.
It was, bro. Like I didn't want to laugh, and it's fucked up, but it was so out of this world.
Damn.
You gotta look. Just check out the video. It's like really short, but basically, it is so out of this world, bro, that I basically almost laughed because it's just you don't believe it. It's like, come on, bro. It can't. Like, it's come down to this. Let me pull this up real quick.
That's terrible.
Oh, damn, like it's so
I mean, but like shit, it's just robbing another person.
No, bro. You had to. When you see this, you're gonna be like, all right, that's just
Like
not.
they were live streaming that shit, and the pastor's like, "Oh fuck."
He was on stage,
It's
bro.
crazy because the pastor be robbing The church members. Hey, right? Shit. So that sound like karma to me.
So.
Doing the collections real quick.
Yo. All right.
He sounds like Denzel when he said that. But pretty much once they rob, that's pretty much it. Like that's all the whole.
That's because he up there with $100,000 chain on that he bought with the with the people money.
Yeah, but damn,
they not looking at him no passenger as no pastor. They looking at him as a pimp.
Man,
a pimp for the Lord,
bro. And like I bet you his house bigger than. I bet you his house is huge. I bet you all that collection plate money don't go to the goddamn building. Man, I used to shoot videos for a pastor near here, and he used to pull up in this fucking
S-Class.
In a Bentley.
No, man, it was this super sized pickup truck with gold rims and shit. Like, it was balled the fuck out. I'll never forget this. And he was like, yeah, so we're going to shoot an intro video of me pulling up to the church and then me getting in and people worshiping me. I was like, what the fuck kind of church is this, bro? I still have that footage.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
The church of trapology.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. Like, he was balled out. And
like, nah.
Man, yeah. I hope he never sees this video, but damn. Like, it made me think, like, what are y'all doing? And they had tithes and shit. Like, people used to be like, why are we paying to come to church? It makes no sense. Why am I paying $300 to come to church? He's like, how am I keep the building alive? But it's like, bro, but the rims don't need...
That's not... I ain't gonna speak on it, no.
Yeah, on religion, on the church.
Nah, and we ain't about to go. We ain't about to... No, politician and religion.
You can't, yeah, right? Because it can hurt the career, bro. It can definitely hurt the career.
Oh shit, my career, I probably already blackballed from Hollywood.
You think?
Yeah, probably so. It's okay though. At the end of the day, like it's like I'm not worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I know my purpose here on this earth. You know what I'm saying? And these are just the talents to help me reach that purpose. And these are just the gifts to help me reach that purpose.
You know what's crazy when I said earlier, like, remember how I said earlier, exclude the fact if you have kids, this is to anybody except the people who have kids. Mm-hmm. I thought me and you both didn't have kids, so that's why I said that.
Oh,
but
no,
it's also the truth.
No,
but that's the truth though too.
I'm not a fucking deadbeat.
But damn.
So that
if you didn't have kids though, just admit it, bro.
A lot of people just be like, fuck them kids. I gotta do this. I gotta go do it. No, I'm not. Like no. Like if I didn't have, I love my kids to death. Like I wouldn't change nothing for the world. But if I didn't have kids, all this money would be mine.
But time too.
All this money and all the time. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for fucking sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's like a disclaimer. Sometimes I want they want to be in the entertainment.
But it's easier now because they teenagers. You know, I had my son with me all week last week. You know, what I'm saying he teenager. He that.
And he can walk on his own and do all this shit that he needs to do.
Yeah, do all that shit.
But the time where you also when they were growing up. You weren't in the entertainment industry yet?
No.
Oh, so you weren't in the entertainment industry at the time?
No, I wasn't in it. When they was kids, I wasn't doing none of this shit.
So by the time they could operate on their own, then you were in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were chilling. Yeah. The people I'm scared for are the ones who want to get in the game and then they have a kid. Like we had a kid who was 17 years old on our show that had a kid and he had another kid on the way and he was trying to be a rapper and I'm like, bro, how are you going to...
That's going to be hard as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. Literally, it's gonna be hard. Like you have to take care of your kids first. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure they straight first. Like you have to. Like or shit ain't gonna go right for you.
What's your rules of engagement as far as you have your kids? Now, are you like if your kids have a different dad at some point or something like that or anything like that? Are you still taking care of that kid, or how does that work?
What you mean? Like
I don't know how your situation is. I don't know if you're married and shit.
What? If they had a different a stepdad? Yeah, I'm still taking care of them. Hell yeah, they my.
It don't matter.
They my. At the end of the day, they my kids. Like you know what I'm saying? They my kids. I put them on this earth. Like it's my responsibility to mold them into their true purpose. It's my responsibility to make them avoid all of the bullshit that I went through in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I don't have sons in jail or juvenile or none of that shit. Cause I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it was necessary, but I did that and I learned from that. So they wouldn't have to learn from it. So I steered them in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? I've never even whooped my children. You know what I'm saying? I talk to them and communicate with them. I've been doing that since they was little.
That works.
I work like a motherfucker because they got a healthy fear of me, and not a fear of me.
Physical fear.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They're more afraid to disappoint me or let me down, opposed to getting caught for something. Do that make sense to you? Mm. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. Oh shit! If my dad calls me, if I get caught, my dad's gonna fuck me up. Mm. It's not that. It's if I do this, I'm gonna upset my dad. So I ain't gonna do this shit. Not saying that they don't do shit that, you know what I'm saying, that I wouldn't approve of, but ultimately we have that respect. They come to me about everything, about, you know what I'm saying, about relationships, about anything, about whatever going on in their life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
why'd you give your kids a white voice, man?
Huh?
Why'd you give your kids a white voice?
What you mean?
When you just did that was a white voice kid, man. You gave it like a geeky ass nerd white kid voice.
Shit, I guess that's my shit. Like I don't know.
It sounds like one of my kids or some shit.
Like dad. I mean, that's how they talk. You know, that's how they talk.
That's my thing, man. That's why
my son is 17. My first son, he probably know more words than you in a dictionary. I'm serious. Like his vocabulary.
I'm retarded though. So
no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying he have an extensive vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've been using big words and shit to my children since they were small. I never talked to them like children. Like, hey, you go. I've never did that.
You talk
shit.
to them like they're adults.
Regular talking, yeah. And they talk like that now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so you hear how I talk during this interview and shit every now and then. Like, you know, I get the hood, but I still know how to enunciate and you know, use big words and shit and you know, like, and I try to teach them the same fucking thing.
No, yeah, you're definitely an intellectual. There's no question about that. You don't
have to be
I got my ass whipped as a kid, man. So that's my thing. Like,
product of your
I would have
environment.
loved to have a dad that didn't whip my ass growing up.
Yeah,
for sure.
I got my ass whipped too. That don't help. Did it help?
No.
Did it keep me out of juvenile? Did it keep me out of prison? Did it do any of that shit?
Hell no.
No.
Man.
90% of people in prison right now get their ass whooped. Get whoopings. That don't do shit. Like talking, you know what I'm saying? Talking and communicating, you know what I'm saying? It works more. Like, if you get your ass whipped a lot when you're a kid, you probably turn into an aggressive adult who get into a lot of fights, who conflict resolution is physical. All of that shit plays a factor, you know what I'm saying, into your development as an adult.
I think it's just the difference between patience of the parent at that moment, right? So, like, if they whoop your ass, they know they can stop you from doing whatever the hell you're doing, versus what you're doing, which is more discipline and it takes more time and consideration.
In some households, they may be taking their anger out on you.
Yeah, too.
You know what I'm saying? You might be thinking you getting the ass whipped for not taking out the trash, but you getting your ass whipped because mama just lost her goddamn job.
Yeah.
And you ain't even know that she ain't even realizing that she taking that on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're just stress relief.
Exactly. You don't even realize, like, I left a fork.
She gets done beating your ass
right
on the couch. She's like, oh.
Right, smoking a cigarette and shit.
Yeah, man.
You like, it was just a fork in the sink. What the fuck is going on?
That's like when your girl gets mad at you too, though, because like when your girl gets mad at you, like you ever like have a girl mad at you about nothing, right? Absolutely nothing, and then later you figure out like an hour later that so much shit just happened in her day.
Oh yeah,
and then you just needed to have talked to her about that, and shit would have been straight.
Yeah, if you would have asked her what's going on, how her day, and let her vent to your ass,
yeah,
the anger wouldn't have been.
And you don't argue either. That's one thing
ass.
I'm learning too. Like, you stop arguing. Like, if she has a problem, arguing 99.9% doesn't fix shit. Like, it doesn't change the outcome of the situation.
So you got a lot of females?
Fuck, bro, I'm learning this shit. Yeah,
you'll give them all up for cash.
Who do you mean? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he hesitated. Who you mean?
I mean, I have a lot of, like, okay, I was just chilling at this girl's house the other day, and she told me to tell her about something that happened the other night, and I explained it to her, and she got upset about what I had told her. And instead of just listening to her, I kept arguing. I was like, no, because you did this and this and this. Right. Instead of just shutting up and being like, oh, you know what? Let's just chill and watch the movie. It's not really that serious what happened. At the end of the day, we both made some mistakes and it's all good. Instead, I'm arguing the points like it's a courtroom system. Right. Not realizing this is just
you was listening to argue.
Yeah.
You wasn't listening to hear what the fuck was going on.
Exactly.
Like,
and I got no pussy that night.
I need to get my point across. Fuck what you talking about.
about being right in the conversation, you already lost it.
Yeah.
More importantly, the pussy disappears. That's what happens when you start arguing with women. The pussy disappears. Like it just goes from like, oh, it's right here waiting for you, and then you start arguing with the girl, and all of a sudden it disappears.
An argument is not gonna get a chick pussy wet unless she crazy. Them the crazy ones. The ones that get horny off of arguments is the crazy ones.
Yes.
And they got the wettest pussy too.
That's no lie though. Hey. But
like something wrong with this bitch. Like
I'm keep it going.
I noticed this though too. If you argue with the bitch and she gets really mad but she still wants to fuck after, the pussy's cold for some reason. That's the thing I don't mean.
Cold? Nah.
Why is pussy cold? Sometimes.
I never had no cold pussy.
You're lying. You never been like, wait a minute, that's not 70. That's like 70 degrees right here.
No, that was probably COVID coochie. So right. Hey, put a snuggie down there.
You never had like you never had to be under 80 before?
No,
Never under 80 degrees. Nah, I'm saying like I've had some pussy where I'm like it's random. It's like so random. It's like sometimes I'm like that don't make no sense. It's like this different like what?
I don't know. Maybe it was the condom. Maybe the condom was cold. You had to.
What condom?
He said what? He said what condom?
That's what I'm saying, bro. What condom are we talking
like,
about?
Where you from? What condom?
Man, what?
He said what condom?
I do notice every time it was cold is when the bitch was mad at me that night. So I'll just say something definitely happens when the bitch. You probably never heard a girl mad at you.
Yes, I did. Shit. What shit?
When and hit it though. I'm saying.
Yeah, hell yeah. What makeup sex? That's makeup sex. That's shit. Yeah. That's why I said that's angry pussy. Yeah. That pussy usually warm.
Like they have a knife to your throat while they're doing it.
Maybe she was a ghost.
I am fucking a ghost.
like maybe she wasn't really here. Like I believe in supernatural.
I like them old, but how about this?
Right.
When I was young,
1700s.
When I was a kid, I used to be freaky like that. I used to think about fucking anything, like an alien. I'm like an alien bitch
shit.
though, like an alien bitch. Like,
no, I don't think that's too far fetched because people watch porn, cartoon porn, and all kind of crazy shit. So you probably thought about fucking an alien before.
Yeah,
I mean, think about it. 2 titties are cool, but what about 3?
3 titties? I saw that on what the fuck is that? Puerto Rico. Yeah, Puerto Rico.
I think it's saying real life. I was
yeah, with Arnold Schwarzenegger, you have to do yes.
You can do Arnold too.
A little bit. Yeah, get out of here.
What would Arnold?
She had the 3 nipples. Get out of here.
What would Arnold Schwarzenegger be like in Detroit in the hood, bro?
Hey, let me see your card so I can be buffed up. Yeah, get out of here. I'll be buff and buff.
And he's gonna rob people and shit too.
Right.
Get out of the car.
Yeah, this is a jack move. Get out of there. Get out of your Monte Carlo.
And he takes your bitch from you too.
This is a puny challenger. Like, it's no him-me, no Hellcat. That's a hell no cat. Like, what? This nigga say a hell no cat? He got a hell no cat. That motherfucker. Okay.
That's the next one.
That's my shit. My shit a hell no cat. I got a V6 in my shit. Hell no cat. Mm-hmm.
This shit's sick though. I seen you.
You know what I'm saying?
This shit's sick as fuck.
Yeah, it ain't sound like nothing though.
That doesn't matter. I realize girls don't know shit about cars.
It don't go fast. Niggas always want to race me like, nigga, I know this is a V6, man. I know. You won. You won. Man. You won. We don't even gotta go do this, man.
When you pull up to the light, right, and you look at the guy eye to eye, and it's like, I'm not gonna be able to do what you're about to do, but I'm gonna try anyway.
I don't look nobody eye to eye. I know it's happening already. I look straight like.
Yeah. It's over next to you like.
You like, oh shit. If I look over, he want to race.
Yeah,
I do not want to race, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm not. Stop trying to impress me. like, who are you really doing this for?
Exactly, bro.
I'm just going to grow.
Right. I'm going to Family Dollar. Get down.
That's the sex appeal of Arnold Schwarzenegger, is that he has like this very. It's not too humble. But I think when you're fit, you automatically get the sex appeal. But when you have like that calm, cool, chill attitude, that's what takes it to the next level. But he also has that cocky side too, so it's like that perfect balance of being like kind of cocky but kind of humble.
I don't know how Arnold did that. I just know that nigga was.
You never seen his documentary?
No, I just know he was a politician.
Go watch Pumping Iron, bro.
Pumping Iron is
he lift weights and shit.
Pumping Iron is
you
a
know
shit.
What I'm saying?
Pumping Iron
seriously Tattoo Man. Go watch Pumping Iron.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the big thing is old Arnold was a fucking dickhead to everybody too. He was so
you gotta because you gotta watch Pumping Iron 2. You gotta watch the documentary about the documentary.
There was number 2?
Yeah, there's a documentary about how all that was bullshit. Like his ego and attitude was all just for the movie. Like he literally made a movie about how he's getting ready for like this whole world wrestling competition or whatever bodybuilding competition, and the whole time he's a dick and an ego head. But in the documentary, you see the behind the scenes where he's like totally a cool guy and he turns it on like all right.
Right.
So it's like damn, he really sold that shit.
Right.
Like he really sold.
Everybody, I'm happy. I'm not really angry.
Oh, hold up, man. So his competitors, Sylvester Stallone. You got Stallone in you?
I think I got a little Sylvester Stallone. I mean, like, I could do Sylvester a little bit. Because
Rocky training in Detroit, man. That can't be a normal thing. You can't go up some stairs in Detroit.
If Rocky trained in Detroit, her name would be Keisha, not Adrian. Keisha.
Kiana. Like, what the fuck?
He has 8 baby mamas.
Rocky Cup.
Hey, Rocky had 8 baby mamas. So in the stands and shit, he had to talk to all of them while he was up there.
The boxing ring on Joy Road.
You get ready for a good fight. You better do it. Hey, come on, Kiana.
All right.
All I need is little Cody, bro.
His trainer is like a pimp and shit. Like.
Come on, you got this, nigga. Come on. He never called him Rocky. Come on, nigga. Come on, nigga. You got it, nigga.
I'm Italian. Why you keep calling me?
And in the movie, he had like a pet turtle and shit. And in Detroit, he's having some fucking Rottweilers. And
Nigga have a pit bull.
We don't have a Rocky. We don't have that in Detroit. Like we don't have that motherfucker, man. That like Eminem was like that motherfucker. Like
what? Rocky? I about to say shit. We got Joe Louis, Tommy Hitman.
My bad. I was thinking about like that figure that. Well, they took the Joe Louis arena down. Shows how much they cared
Tommy Hitman Hearn, Joe Louis.
Yeah, we had. But was there a movie about Joe Louis?
Yeah, I think it was, but it wasn't a big movie. I think it was a little low budget.
You know what's the interesting thing that's happening is Jamie Foxx is gonna play Mike Tyson.
Oh, that's I think he should definitely play Mike Tyson because he does Mike Tyson good. Like he insinuates the voice. He gets his cadence right. He's ready.
No, I think he should definitely do that shit.
You think Mike? That's so.
Yeah, you ain't heard Jamie Foxx impersonation of Mike Tyson?
Barely for like a second.
That shit's sick.
Yeah.
That shit's sick. That shit's spot on like a motherfucker.
You think you got a better impersonation than
No, not of Mike Tyson than Jamie. No.
Oh, he used to do it in his show.
No.
You're right. He used to do it in the Jamie Foxx show.
He do the Mike Tyson all the time. Like, see, I can do the young Mike. I can do the young Mike Tyson. I can't do the new Mike Tyson.
What's the young Mike Tyson telling the old Mike Tyson?
Don't bite anyone's ear off. let him keep his earlobe. Did not take it away from his side of his face.
He doubled down. And he doubled down on that because he has a marijuana brand that makes ears that are made out of marijuana.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, the gummy bears that are made out of ears.
Yes, he does. He have gummies. He have gummies with the ear. The ear being up. Yes.
I bet you he's cutting a percent.
That's what I'm saying. Like other opportunities bring other opportunities. The sky's the fucking limit to what you can fucking do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta make your own brand and become your own brand and make people believe in your brand. And when people believe in your brand, it's easier to market.
Yeah, but that's the crazy thing. Mike Tyson was going fucking broke, bro. Like the guy was like dead broke, and then I don't know, marijuana kind of became legal, and then that was his avenue that he took. Podcasting became really big, so he got to speak about his journey without it being a major production anymore.
Mike Tyson was going through a transition.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't gonna call it broke. He might not have had a dime in his pocket.
Yeah.
I think that was his transition.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I think that was the necessary shit that he had to go through in life. You know what I'm saying? That was just a break. You know what I'm saying? That was just a break so he can have an epiphany, a realization of his true purpose. You see, he way totally different than he used to be.
For sure.
Back rich, back relevant, back all of that. He had to get his mind right and his spirit right and his soul right.
Now he's humble.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Relaxed.
That's what I'm. And you see the difference. And on an interview, he said the best time of his life was in prison, them 3 years. He said that's the best time he ever had in his life. Not the best time, but the most humbling, most peaceful he's ever been in his life. When he ain't had no more money, none of that. He said that was the most peaceful he ever been.
Could you imagine Mike Tyson being in prison as the new guy and people be like, "Oh, we got some fresh meat."
Right.
Oh, it's Iron Mike.
Right. Hell yeah.
Yeah, fresh meat. You never have fresh meat with me.
There's a movie called Cell Block 99. That's what that movie's about. It's about a guy who's like highly trained fighter and and he goes into prison and like he just survives the whole way. It's with that one actor that never does drama movies, man. He's a seriously hilarious comedian, but I forget his name, but just insane. Like even when you went to jail, were you fit? Like were you ready to go?
Yeah.
So like you knew when you got in there you'd be straight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was 17 when I went, so I mean, they didn't treat me like that anyway. They treated me more so like a nephew or a little brother or some shit. You know, because these grown motherfuckers in there. I'm 17-year-old. You know what I'm saying? This motherfuckers in there like 25 to 70. You know what I'm saying? Like I was one of the youngest motherfuckers on the unit.
What was the most stressful part about being there?
The most stressful part about being there was quarantine. Quarantine is a process they take you before you go to prison. They classify you, see where you belong, what level of prison they go send you to. But at that time, you locked up with everybody. You locked up with the rapers, the murderers. You locked up with everybody during quarantine. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a process they see where they go classify you at. And that was probably the worst time. And I say it's only the worst time because we wasn't allowed to get commissary.
So how do you eat?
You ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner. During quarantine, you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And sometimes dinner would be at 5:30. like, damn, y'all serving dinner at 5:30? About 6, 7 o'clock, you in your cell hungry than a bitch. Yeah. You can't get commissary, can't get none of that shit because that's the classifying process. So yeah, that was probably it.
Did you have any kind of revelations while you were that year that you spent?
Yeah. Basically like just changing my life, just changing my thought process. But like I told you, when I got out, I was on that shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna do this. I'm doing it right. I'm joining the military and fight for my country and you know, let's get it. Yeah. Then as soon as them dreams was crushed, it was like, oh shit, man. What the fuck do I do now? I can't do shit. I was just in homeroom, man, last year. You know what I'm saying? I was just in fucking high school, just in homeroom last year. Now, listen, you know what I'm saying? So it was a total, you know, just a mind shifter.
It's crazy. It's just like a success story at the end of the day. Like it shows how much you can go through and still come on top.
Yeah, character building. Everything you go through in life is building your character, whether it's good or bad. And it depends on the person how you're gonna utilize what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna capitalize it or are you gonna let it hinder you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna use it as a crutch, like, or is it something that's crippling? Oh, because this happened, I can't do this. Yeah. Or gonna use it like, because of this happened, I can get through this. Yeah. Get through that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's all about perspective.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Being with yourself alone in the room. Yeah. Like, you have to be able to do that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
You're going to always need somebody or some kind of validation. You know what I'm saying? You're always going to need that shit.
That's why it's so crazy, because if you look at these stories on social media, it's like somebody killed their wife or somebody killed their girlfriend because of this and this and this and this and this. Like, come on, man. Like, I would never have killed somebody over some shit. You feel me? Like, I would never have. I'm not going to throw my life away because I feel that fucking lonely. So for you to have to kill some woman or keep her entrapped in a relationship, that's insane.
You ain't had no self-love.
Yeah, exactly.
You wasn't tapped into your higher being. You just wasn't aware of your full potential.
What's the farthest you're allowed to go? What's the farthest you can go for love where it seems crazy, but it's not crazy, it's real love, bro? That's the question.
The furthest you can go for love?
Yeah, with it almost seeming crazy, but it's just not. It's really just love, but it seems crazy. Like those bitches who like pour gasoline in their boyfriend's car and light those bitches on fire. Like
that's not love.
It could be love, bro.
No, that's not love. That's a lack of self-love.
Yeah, but come on, man.
It's a lack of self-love. If you love yourself enough, you wouldn't let nobody have that much control over your emotions. When you love yourself and when you build your own self-happiness, you're gonna weed out all the negative shit that don't belong in your life. You gonna weed that shit out, and you're gonna attract nothing but good shit.
Yeah, but I've loved a girl and almost done some crazy ass shit just because of how much I loved her. At the same time, I get what you're saying. Like,
you didn't love yourself enough not to do that, though.
Nah, man. Okay, so what are you telling me? Romeo and Juliet, bro, right? Like, the dude obviously loved her, and two cities got terrorized because of it, or the city got terrorized because of it. Mm-hmm. That's not true love? You just made a whole thing about Adam and Eve, bro. Like, they literally ended the whole earth for an apple, B.
Yeah, and I put in a joking form, too. I'm not religious.
I know that, but
I don't believe the Adam and Eve story. I don't believe all of that. I believe in God. So I believe in the higher being.
That was just like a story that they tell to kind of explain.
But I don't believe the narratives they've put out, That's another story, though.
Yeah, I got you.
But
yeah, I feel that. That skit was ridiculous too, though. Hey, that girl, man. Who was that girl in the video?
Oh, that's Mez the Monster, man. She funny as hell. She a DJ, actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, she funny as hell. She an actress.
Yeah.
She trying to get into the game. She a natural, man.
She is natural.
Yeah. Look, he like she is natural. he like she is natural. Yeah, almost slid in the DM.
How many times I lick on this thing thinking about that, man? This thing, I gotta get a new muffler over here.
Cash dollar.
Call her on the interview, though. Interview her.
Cash though was No, that girl, she.
Yeah, I'm about to say interview her. Like, she interesting, like as hell. Like, she got a lot of shit going. She used to be doing her thing in the acting scene. Her first viral video was with Jackpot.
Really?
Jackpot the Juice. Yeah.
Which one was it?
Yeah. Remember they used to have a video called "Do It for the Gram."
I remember that.
Do It for the Gram.
I remember people doing that shit.
Do It for the Gram. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they made a video, "Do It for the Pussy." She's like, something. I ain't doing that shit. Then he's like, I ain't doing that shit. Like, do it for the pussy. I do it for the pussy. Do it for the pussy.
Yeah. Sorry, those are the producers that work at this motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
You're good.
No, I ain't tripping.
You were scared.
No, not at all.
You were scared. I seen you.
No, not at all.
You were trying to pull out the strap. I saw it happen. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, they work in the studio.
No, I'm actually, that's one thing I do. I'm not.
I was joking.
No, I know. I'm saying that's one thing that's crazy, though. I'm not, though. Like, I go everywhere in the city by myself. Like, the clubs and parties I go to, I'm damn near always by my damn self.
Yeah.
I don't need no entourage or no, I'm not saying it's being smart or nothing, but
unless you know somebody's actually trying to hurt you.
I'm okay,
Yeah, unless you know somebody's
cool.
trying to hurt you, then why the fuck would you have anybody around you? They were telling me to start having security around me.
That's not necessarily true.
What do you mean?
Like, it's just this is Detroit and people take extra precaution. Like, I know a lot of people with security, but I don't think they think people are trying to hurt them. You know what I'm saying? I think they just taking precaution.
That's true.
Like this, like Ha Davis got security. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he think anybody's trying to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? He's just taking precaution.
Because you never know what could happen.
Right, especially in this fucking city. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is fucking Detroit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so, you know.
I mean, if after, obviously the unfortunate loss of Hutch, it's like, all right, if even jewelers are getting shot in Detroit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Then it's like anything can fucking happen.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But if you go live in fear, like, what's, like.
Have you ever thought about moving to California or anything like that?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think about moving to California, think about moving, I thought about moving to Atlanta, but that's kind of getting oversaturated, but.
Is it still in the outlook to move to any of those, or are you gonna stick here for a
while? Probably so. I'll probably move. Probably like.
Damn, so you're gonna move?
Yeah.
Texas is hot right
for
now.
Sure.
I know that. California is.
Yeah, I definitely want to move, like, for career purposes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
got
know what I'm saying? To extend, like, because it's a lot of shit I miss out on by not being at certain places at certain times. And
I
shit.
feel that way too,
like,
bro.
even in Atlanta, like if I go to Atlanta and ask to be on the 85 South show, like, that's no fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? With DC Young flying there, all I gotta do is go down there.
You're kind of right now that think about, like, when Detroit, where do you go in Detroit? Like, like, I know there are some spots. We got some things going on, but like, if you go to California, there's so many hot places you can go to. There's so many radio stations. There's so many.
We gotta build that here.
Yeah, you're right.
We gotta build that here.
Yeah, I think that's part of what's happening now. Is like the platform I'm trying to build is going to be hopefully be one of those things where it's like, if you're coming to Detroit, go here because that's where you're going to get a lot of exposure from and get a real conversation. And that's
what this goddamn couch go be.
And if I ever leave the studio, I'm taking this couch with me.
No, I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. That's what this couch go be, dog. Like, it's gonna be that you gonna have people in this chair you never imagined that you was gonna have in this chair.
Facts.
Just by you building that rapport with people and building your own brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You doing this shit without nothing. Without Hollywood, without motherfuckers like, hey, like, you doing this shit from the ground up.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. That means a lot to me. Obviously, you were one of the first people to be on there, so that was a huge motivator, obviously. Because when I remember watching you back then, I was like, this motherfucker's a legend and shit. And when we met on film, that was actually when I first met you. It was actually weird because I met you before I knew who you were. So I remember I met you at the shoot, and it was actually funny because I was like,
yeah,
all right, what up, bro? And then I'm like, what's up? And we got each other's instinct. We joked around a little bit before you kind of calmed me down because I was kind of nervous.
You was nervous about the role and shit. I was like, man, you gonna kill this shit, man. Just be that shit.
I was nervous, and then you said some shit, calmed me the fuck down, and then we joked around about some shit, and then you showed me your Instagram. I was like, what the fuck? But then I had to remember that I had seen you before. I just didn't know it was you. Like, I remember this motherfucker. I just did not know it was you.
Right.
And then after that, I kept going. Everything you posted was just fucking brilliant. Like, just brilliant. And there's only so many comedians in Detroit, bro. It kind of blows my mind sometimes when I think about it. I'm like, there's like 1,000 rappers, like 10,000 rappers, but there's like seriously 100. Now, let's just say there's 100 people trying to do comedy.
Well, I mean, it's like that now. Like, the comedy game is like the rap game now. Like,
I don't think so, bro.
I do.
In Detroit.
No, I'm just on in general.
Oh, in general, maybe.
No, I'm talking about in general across the world. Like, everybody wants to be a comedian. Everybody wants to be a social media comedian. TikTok proves that everybody wants to be a comedian. Like, all they got to do now is voice over my video, or voice over your video that you already did. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody wants to be known to be funny.
Are people doing that with your stuff right now?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing on TikTok. It's actually what people are supposed to do. Like, that's just like, let me see. See how my service looking on this.
How many TikTok followers did you get so far?
It's only at 183.
Only, motherfucker says only 183.
Because I'm supposed to be fucking millions as much as the fucking shit. Did they? Oh, fuck it. I forgot they took this shit down.
Did you appeal it?
Community. Yeah, I appealed that shit. They never gave me my fucking. But the thing, they kept.
Oh, so people are actually redoing your shit?
But it's not allowed to stay on my page. Crazy as fuck. It's weird as shit. But that's
crazy that people are even redoing your thing, though, in the first place. I thought that was for, like, dances and shit. I don't know if
no.
Like comedy.
Hell no. Look.
Oh, my God. People are recreating this skit? So people
You
are
see what I'm
legitimately
saying?
just
Like
Bro.
that's why I said the whole world wants to be funny now. This is real shit.
Yeah, I shared that one with everybody.
People want to be a comedian more than they want to rap now. It's a real fucking thing.
But let's make the discrepancy, right? I would consider you a real comedian because when you get on stage and when you put yourself in movies and you put yourself on productions, it separates yourself from being a Instagrammer or a TikToker. It's like those are your platforms to keep producing, but you're beyond that because you go on stage, you open up for people, you have your own shows, you go on be in movies. Like I said, like you're a part of the actual action. TikTokers and Instagrammers is like I can't consider that comedians for some reason. It doesn't make sense to do that. That's being an Instagrammer or a TikToker. It doesn't take. So it's a different level to me. My whole thing is if you're talking about Detroit, right? Let's say there's 10,000 rappers. Okay, being realistic, there's probably 3,500 people trying to be a rappers in Detroit. Probably like something like that. There's probably 1,000 of them that are taking it somewhat seriously, and there's probably 100 of them that are taking it more, and then it keeps going on. Comedians in Detroit though is not like that. Comedians in Detroit is like there's probably 100 people trying and like 25-ish that are actually making it happen. You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing. It's not like you can come out here and just go find a comedian in Detroit.
Yeah.
First of all, a lot of them don't look at it.
But I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of comedians. It's a lot of people who want to do it. It's a lot of funny motherfuckers. It's a lot of people who supposed to be on stage, they just don't have the balls to do it. Just don't know they're supposed to. Like my dad is one. My dad is funny as shit. My dad missed his calling. You know, he should have been a comedian. Like my dad is fucking hilarious, like clever, witty, you know, all that shit. Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like he Bernie Mac and Martin funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he never did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? He never, you know. So it really just depends.
Yeah.
Cause like I said, it's a lot of talented people that never gonna unlock their talent because they're working. Or they're working 9 to 5.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're doing what they think they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's so many unhidden talents. That's just like, not to get too deep, but that's just like during slavery. You know what I'm saying? There was millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of motherfuckers picking cotton and shit. How many motherfuckers of them you think was brain surgeons? You know what I'm saying? Musicians, like fucking scientists. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit. But we just look at it like, oh shit, they workers, they cotton pickers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying like it's way, way fucking deeper than that.
For sure.
It's way deeper than science.
Oh, I know, for sure. Yeah.
Way deeper than
Sticking
rap.
to the passion, for sure, man. And that's even in the opposite though way though too. You could have it and kind of just your mindset could change about it and realize that you're not that person. Like Chris Tucker, for instance, the motherfucker was literally like a phenomena. Like fucking Money Talks. He was doing Friday. He was making all these hilarious Ask Rush Hour classics, and then out of nowhere, like just disappears. Like, all right, and maybe this isn't me or whatever the hell happened. You know what I'm saying? But
Who knows?
It could happen the reverse too. You could get it all and then just realize, you know what I'm saying, not stick to it, or maybe just not be for you.
Like, okay, this is enough.
Or anything.
This is my level of success. This is all I want to get right here.
Yeah.
But he knew he wanted to get to the next level. That's why he didn't do no more Fridays.
Yeah.
He didn't do no more Fridays because he didn't want people to look at him as the weed man, the weed guy.
Typecasted in that.
Exactly. So he didn't accept the role for the next one.
Yeah.
Cause he's like, I want to do other shit. Like, you know, he probably wouldn't have got Rush Hour if they would have kept on making him the weed man.
Damn, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? He was smart early in the motherfucking game.
Yeah.
He was smart as fuck early in the game. He already knew.
That's crazy that Ice Cube was able
Or maybe
to
somebody advised him. Who knows? But
I know weed
he
smoking
ain't
was a
take
part
that.
of it too. I know that
He
he
didn't
didn't
take that role.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not. No, you ain't not about to make me the weed guy.
Yeah.
I'm good. I appreciate the opportunity, but
Yeah, you're right.
that's it.
Damn.
I'm done with them.
He is the blueprint for sure for following like the higher levels of just hitting the next level. You can't just keep going on what works. You have to get to the next level. That's gonna bring out more opportunities and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Would you ever let yourself get typecasted for millions, or would you always? What would you do
For millions, yeah.
for millions typecast?
Yeah, what you mean? For millions?
Somebody's you got to do impressions only.
Yeah.
For the million.
That's all I'm fucking do.
Alright, shit.
That's all the fuck I'm gonna do.
Yes, I'm Katt Williams.
Right. Shit, that's all the fuck I'm gonna do.
That's you know how they have like the fake Drake and like that's what that is. Like the fake Drake and
the fake Lil Durk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they making money now. They making money.
Yeah.
Just off of being
Who would you
that
take?
person.
Who would you take if you had to take?
Impersonations, huh?
Who would you take if you had to just? That's it. You're this guy's juniors, and now you're that.
I don't know. I ain't never thought about that.
Who would you take though? Who would you like? Come on, man. You'd have to take Denzel probably. No, you can't because Denzel's not gonna go on stage. Like, it would have to make sense.
I gotta piss again.
Well, we're about to wrap this up anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So there's nobody.
Nah.
All right, shit. All right.
Nuh-uh.
If I was gonna take a fake anybody,
No. I don't want to be a fake nobody. I want to be the first me.
man, I just asked you if you want to make if you wanted to be a millionaire after doing impersonations. Would you do it? You said yeah.
But that's still being the first me. Like me, like that's why I create the content I want to that I create, because I try my best to be outside the box. I try my best to be different. I try my best to stand out. Like, I'm the first known tattoo artist comedian.
True.
Ever. Literally the first one ever known. You know what I'm saying? Known globally. You know what I'm saying? I'm the first one. I'm the first of my kind. And I wanna take advantage of that and feed off of that. Like, I even want to do sets where I'm doing tattoos on stage. With the earpiece on. It might be a little butterfly tattoo, but while I got the earpiece on, talking shit to the audience while the camera's on the tattoo, so they watching me do a tattoo, listening to me tell jokes and shit. I just want to bring a different dynamic to just people minds and people worlds, you know?
That'd be fucking crazy as fuck.
Think about that shit, because who don't want to watch a tattoo being done?
Bro, you know what, man?
On top of hearing jokes and
nah, you know I'm not trying to even hear all that shit is because you were supposed to do the OnlyFans thing and you didn't do that.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that,
yeah. I
saw video. I saw I seen the draft footage and I was very excited for that, bro. I was willing to pay $30 a month for you to do that.
Yeah, I was supposed to get back in a relationship.
Ah, man, I would have paid $30 a month for that shit.
I get back in the relationship.
You know how much money you would have made, bro? 30 times. Let's say you charge 30 times 1,000 people. How much is that? $30,000, bro.
He gave simple math. Like, what's 30 times 1? Do that.
Bro, I didn't learn multiplication till I was in 7th grade. Yeah.
Here's a tip. If you times in anything by 1,000, just put 1,000.
I know now, bro. But back in the day when they used to say, what's 7 times 0, I literally thought it was 70 for like the longest time.
Ooh, it's 0.
But anyway, man, obviously, bro, you're a legend in the game, and having you on here is always an honor, man. Thank you so much for being on here.
Shit, a legend with a legend, shit.
Shit, I'm working on it, man. I appreciate it.
You already there. You don't even know it yet. You don't know your own morale. It's all right.
I appreciate that.
You'll figure it out.
Thank you for that.
For real.
Come back whenever you want, man. Spot's always open for you. Everybody go check out my dog Tattoo Man page, bro.
I don't know what the camera to look in.
This camera here is good. Tell them all the new projects coming out and what to look forward to and how to find you on social medias.
Y'all look out for the new project, Ultimate Betrayal. Y'all look out for the new project, Ultimate Betrayal. It's coming out probably August, September, and it's going to be me totally out my element. You can find me on Instagram, Tattoo Man page, TATTOOMANPAIGE.
Oh, yeah. And then listen, also, everybody, I'm going to start a GoFundMe so that we can start this whole project of the OnlyFans tattooing.
Yes.
Trust me, it's a good idea. I'm going to make it like $100,000 goal.
Yes.
And it will go directly to a Tattoo Man page so we can see beautiful naked women get tattoos put on with the cheeks being spread and all.
Yes.
Hilo Visuals is shooting these productions for us. We're at Parallel Sound Studio. We're out.